Hey everybody, welcome to ZealZaddy. I'm Scott, my pronouns are he, him, and this is Elixia, Season 2, Episode 31, entitled Construction Woes. You can follow us on Twitch and all of the socials at ZealZaddy. You can find our products that we make and put out on DriveThruRPG at ZealZaddy. You can go to our website and find reviews and our community connections, which is ZealZaddy.com. There's a pattern. So we missed last week because I had stuff that I had to be doing for my daughter's quinceañera. At some point when I get the nerve, I will show you the twerking video of me twerking with my daughter, and it's terrible because I have no ass, so it is bad. But I will show it, I promise, at some point. Not too far in the future, but I'll get there. I just have to prepare myself to show it off. We are also a partner with UO Publishing. I want to make sure I mention them. I think there's one of their characters that I know one character they've been interacting with a lot, which is Mama Bardusa from Mama Bardusa's Bathhouse. I want to make sure that they get their due. It's a really great NPC, and that bathhouse is really interesting. And let's meet the players. They're way cooler anyway. Make sure I am on the right one. Everyone's in the right place? Yes. Wow. Everything's going... I don't want to say it. Never mind. Why don't we start with... Let's have everybody say hi and talk about their characters a little bit. Let's start with Natalie.
All right. Hello, my name is Natalie. I go by she, her. It is my character, Desis, who is our party's druid, circled the stars with a level and warlock. You can find me most places on the internet with Ghost Candle, where I mostly do art. I talk about my D&D and tabletop stuff. I do a variety of things. I release weekly emotes. Last month, it was the theme of Genasi, so I did one each Genasi that's there. This month will be a variety, though, so going to be surprised. Check out every Friday on my socials if you want to see what they are. Which, best place, Twitter or Ko-Fi for a great place if you want to check out the shop where all emotes are, as well as any homebrew things. I have my Voidling race up on there, so if you want to try a homebrew race that's a little different, check out mine, and I'll be releasing more homebrew there as well.
All right. Jazz.
Hi guys, I'm Jazz. My pronouns are she, her, and they, them, although particularly today I think I'm feeling pretty she, her. I have a new hat. I have a new hair. I just got back from Chicago. Actually, that was a very long story that I'm not going to get into, but I almost didn't make it. Shout out to Justin at the Alaska Airlines desk in Chicago. You rock. Thank you for getting me home so I could stream with my friends. That's great. You can find me everywhere. Yeah, thanks, Justin. You can find me everywhere at Cinder Scoria. I usually hang out on Twitter and or Tumblr. But yeah, you can hit me up if you would like to chat about D&D stuff or TTRPG stuff. I have some things in the works coming soon. I don't know when I can announce those, but they are coming soon. And I'm really excited to share them. I played Jada, I never get this right, Warforged Sorcerer Fighter, and it kind of seems like it's going to be a big session for them today, so I'm a little bit excited.
Maybe. Who knows?
We'll see.
All right, Blake.
Hey, everybody, I am Blake. You can find me on the internet at Blake C. Francis. Otherwise, I got some poems all around the internet, some small indie magazines. So, don't make anything as cool as these guys do, though. So check out their stuff for real. They make some awesome creative stuff. So you really need to, why aren't you doing is a better question. Otherwise, always make sure if you have opportunity to get a library card. I don't know why you don't have one yet. I know you're missing out. I mean, free books. Come on, you can't lose. Playing Amberwater, who is the party's essentially an adjunct professor. I wouldn't say he's full professor status yet, but more he's getting there. So he's going to be the party's professor eventually. But yeah, looking forward to tonight and seeing what this session brings.
having a library card is your nerd culture card. Without it, you are not really a member. All right, Morgan.
Hey, travelers. I am Morgan with My Flame Mondays. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me on social media pretty much everywhere except Twitter at Mindflame Mondays. On Twitter, it's
Down. Oh.
Do you need to
No,
rearrange
it's
us? Have you
back.
moved around?
is it back?
Oh, shoot. You probably did move around. Let me check it before I come back. Okay.
Morgan, what did you do?
You know me. I'm always breaking shit.
Oh my God! Everyone is in the same place.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Cameron,
crazy.
Jane, wow.
That's impressive.
That never happens.
All right, let me know when we're back so I can stop eating my cotton candy. And yes, I have cotton candy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jealous. I'm very jealous.
I cotton candy forever.
Love cotton
No,
candy. It's been
that's a
forever.
lie. I've had maple cotton candy a couple years ago.
Oh.
Ooh, you had good cotton candy.
Yeah, 'cause it's Canadian. Go to our maple syrup festivals.
Sounds amazing.
I've had
I
cotton
love-
candy grapes and they weren't that great.
Okay.
I love maple syrup and maple flavor.
Me
I
too.
wish
So
we
had
had
cotton candy
more-
grapes.
More maple flavor stuff. Like maple frosting would be like the best thing ever to me.
Ooh.
Hello,
You
everybody.
probably found a
Welcome.
recipe. You probably found
I think
that
we're
sounds-
back now. Let's
Are we
see if
back?
it happens over here.
All right.
Just want to make sure it shows up over here correctly. Give it a second.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Want to see if
Yeah, I think we're in the right
the right
places.
screen is back. It's such a long delay between one and the other. It's
Yeah,
kind of
I mean,
amazing
I'm
to
seeing
sync
this
it so
clearer
well.
than mine. I just wanted, like I said before I switched over, I wanted to say that Hipley's right. Everybody here is amazingly talented, and I do love your hair, Jazz. Your hair is amazing, and
Thank
Hipley, you shouldn't sell yourself short, buddy. You are a very talented writer. The piece you shared with me not too long ago, I enjoyed thoroughly. So Hipley's an amazing writer. Check out his stuff. So.
Well, Blake's amazing too, but Hipley's tight as well.
I'm already in character, bro. I'm already in character. Blake is amazing. Check out Blake's writings, please. So, and with that, I'll shut up now.
I don't know where you were in your opening,
Intro?
Morgan. Yeah, your intro.
I'd already said everything. The only thing I was saying left was literally what I said right now. So we're good to go to
All right.
the next wonderful person.
All right. That would be Tiffany.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. I play Cerridwen, Sagewynd. She's the bard of the party. I use she/her pronouns. I've been pretty popular lately because I was on Gamer Mom Luna's podcast. I did
And
a-
awesome in it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. And I I joined the Interstice production show One Shot Wonders, which is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. Podcast. So you can find me on that. And I'm also going to be on Roll Factory's podcast coming up. So if you want someone on your podcast,
Oh, cool.
I will definitely say yes. I run my own campaign called Dungeon Damsels. It's about an all-female PCs. And I never know what to say about my own show, but I think it's great. Just start at Friendly Foes. That's where it gets good. And I always thoroughly enjoy playing with this group. We got a lot of good dynamics. We got good plots. We got good stuff. So be prepared to be entertained.
One last announcement. I'm going to be running a Tales from the Loop one shot on Friday, May 6th. That's this Friday. on Insight Checked at 7:30, I think Central Time. Hold on, let me look. I believe it's Central Time.
So jealous.
Yep, Central Time. That'll throw me off. Make sure now I gotta make sure I'm not gonna be late or early or whatever it would throw me off, one or the other. All right. Can anybody remember what happened 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks seems like so long.
No.
Yep.
You do have notes.
We got.
You are a note-taking bunch, except Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan, as I don't have notes either. Yeah, how dare you, Morgan?
I think it's just a running gag now because I'm
It
always
is.
like, I take notes.
I thought you just. For some reason, I thought you said I don't like taking notes. And, oh, you
I
didn't
love
like.
taking notes.
I thought, and then you, and so I just, I thought you don't like taking notes in class. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, but in
Taking
D&D
notes in
it's different.
class.
That I knew that was
Yeah.
the. All right, so we did a bunch of research last time. We learned about the Shadowfell and Nereids and Zakoran history, the Eye and Owl Bears, and Rakshasas.
Then before that, the whole library thing.
Right, you
'Cause,
invited
like,
new
with the whole
members into the
library,
book club.
It was, well, okay, no, but I mean,
Vesryn did. Vesryn invited them.
that's why Vesryn got kicked out.
Tried.
But we went to the library, and then like apparently it's connected to this other world, which you haven't seen it. If you go back, what is it, like 6 episodes?
Yeah,
If you go
sounds
back,
right.
we went to another place. You won't spoil too much. You need to watch it. And we went to the library. There was like a whole other group there, and it was really weird. And apparently we're in, what is that place called? Oh my gosh! Come on, y'all help me.
Orveus.
Yes.
Yes.
I was gonna call her Ravis.
What was interesting about that was when Hipley opened the door, it opened it to our gate. When the other individual opened the door, it opened it to their gate.
Yeah, so the library is basically a bridge between the worlds that we can potentially use. Cool.
Convenient. But only when they're there at the same time.
Yeah.
I think we were trying to coordinate with them, weren't we? Did we say like that we'd be back in so many days, and then they said they would maybe try to show up if they could?
I think, yeah.
He said that he could only summon the library like every 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we
also met with the Forge ladies,
Oh yeah.
the sculptors, because we just picked up a bunch of gold from Mama Berdusa, and she directed us to them for potential magical item creation, because we need magical items to hit a person that we're going to be dealing with. They're Rakshasa.
Yes, Rothalba and Persis. That was their names.
Hey, they're offering us sweet deals though, so they're not all bad, you know.
Oh yeah, all
One
for
offered me power, so you know.
And while we were there, when they were discussing pricing and what we need to do to make these items, they did look over Jada,
Oh man.
which Vesryn noted that the pin that Jada was given is able to fit in a section in their insides. And when we reached out to Lucy about it, they're like, "Don't do it. Don't let me be there so I can figure it out. I'll be there in a
Told you
week."
guys that.
Oh
should've
yeah,
told you guys
she's
that.
coming.
She said I can do it. She said I got this.
Fine. Just suddenly.
So, well, we have a week till weapons are made, week till Lucy shows up, week to demise maybe, and yeah, all of our research happened.
Oh, the reason the library, this is a theory, or I confirmed it, I don't remember, but the reason the library is connected to Revis and our world is because when I basically poked a hole between the two worlds by writing
Kuhulane's.
Hulane's name onto like this stone, and so I created a bridge between the worlds, and there's two sphinxes on either end were able to reconnect, and that hasn't happened since before the century. So,
Yeah. Good
we
job.
also found out that the Rakshasa most likely has a dimensional anchor, and that's why we couldn't banish him.
Yeah, because he should have been banished, but he did not go when I hit him with that. He came back.
We also found
Jerk.
out, we found out that the Prince of Zakor didn't die, but he basically was moved away and lived, found a partner, lived as a pauper, and had children, but those children have banished. Let's see.
Why do we look up stuff about the owlbear again?
It's more
Yeah.
of a joke
Actually,
than
about a
anything.
joke.
Yeah.
But we did learn that they were made by a wizard who was trying to make something different.
Yeah.
But we know the best way to get rid of them.
Wow.
You also discussed making a bear owl.
Yes, we did.
We did.
We're going
Possibilities.
to.
Found out we found out the Shadowfell is basically a place that corrupts you while you're there, so that's not very good news for Vesryn's mom. So we think she's there. Pretty sure she's there.
Which we ended where Vez tried to message her.
Yep, and I think that's where we ended it, where I sent a message and got no response.
Yep. And you're outside the library. Actually, you left the library and you went back to, where did you go at the end where you did the sending? I think you went back to, I don't remember whether you went back to Mama Bardusa's or started heading to the enchanters.
Well, how long is it? Wait,
I think
it's only been like a
Oh, to
day,
the
right?
Enchanters.
It's been like a day. You weren't even in there a day, so it was like a day by the time you got out.
And they said it was a week, right? So would we go back there yet? Because I thought it was
Yeah,
going
it's
to take.
too early. Yeah,
Where's our weapons?
too early.
All right, then I guess we're going back to Mama Bardusa's.
What time is it?
It's at the evening.
Yep. Went in the morning. Yeah, we'll go with early evening.
Vesryn's quiet pretty much the whole walk. I don't think you guys would have known that he tried to message his mother.
I think you snuck. Yeah, you did it like you didn't. Yeah, you kind of held back and didn't.
But Vesryn's always doing sneaky things. It's not like a big deal. For
True.
you guys, you know.
Sneaky things?
Taking the mask, not telling us. So just more for the list.
So what are you going to do when you get back to Mama Bardusa's? You are outside of the town, so it's probably an hour walk in to get back, because it's generally not a good idea to open the library in the middle of the town.
Or the best idea.
Quick way to bulldoze.
Yeah, clear out
Yep.
an area pretty quick, actually.
Well, that was a
went this
long
way,
walk. Yeah.
Yeah, we should
Too
find
much
something
walking.
to eat.
I'm pretty hungry after all that research and meeting those new people.
Yeah. They weren't. Surprised they weren't too bad. They were. Oh.
Perhaps we should go get some food then, hey?
Yeah.
Let's go do that.
So where are you going to get food? Just an inn or something that has food, just something regular?
Does the cantina serve food?
They do some, just not like.
Is it like
food.
bar food?
Yes, exactly.
Pretzels?
Oh, then no.
Yeah.
Just
Peanuts.
We've been here long enough. We should find a nice restaurant.
Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, we should find some
Place different.
someplace different to go to.
Okay. Well, the nicest restaurant in town is called Exotica,
We'll go to
and
Exotica.
they serve exotic foods from all over the world.
Oh,
I
do
wonder if they
like
would consider
exotic food.
our food from Elixia exotic.
probably
Maybe.
pricey though.
I know, right? Plus this way, Jada can deny food from a new place.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a pastime.
Dang.
She never wants to eat the food. She's like, it tastes like nothing to me. So.
Jada, but you can.
I mean-
Forgive me if I'm wrong. You can smell though, right? I mean, I know you've got some new.
I have receptors, yes.
And can tell the texture of food.
do you guys think if we put that, well, once Lucy comes here and puts that key in, that maybe Jada will be able to eat?
Why would I
you-
want to eat?
Why
It is kind
wouldn't
of
you?
actually it is kind of a pain. You don't have to eat.
I mean, it's
no,
a nice experience.
You
believe it
guys
or
get
not.
But-
hungry like
Yeah.
every 4
it
hours.
sucks. Yes, yes. Jada's right.
Besides-
Jada's right. No, it sucks completely. It saved money if you don't have to eat, save time, not having to cook. Jada's completely right. Eating is like terrible.
Well, first off, I feel sorry for you, Hipley, if that's the way you look at food. Personally, yes, we
I
do
like
have to
cooking.
eat. But there's a difference between just eating what is there and treating yourself to good quality food. And when you have good quality food, you don't go through life going, ugh, it's such a
Well,
waste
because
of
Vesryn, do you cook though? Or do you have food cooked for you? The good food we're talking about. Are
Believe it or
you?
not, my family cook has taught me quite a bit. I can cook a little bit.
Well, let's see this. I mean, we know Dwayne is a great cook, but let's see how. Well, let's maybe have a little competition later. We have some extra time of a week, so let's see who's a better cook.
Why don't you, are you going to be involved in this competition?
No, I
Who's
hate
going
food.
to be the judge?
then why are you proposing a competition when
Well,
you're the one?
the way you say
throwing
maybe
out
you'll change my
insults?
mind. Maybe you'll change my mind about
Maybe
food.
you should
so
see if you're a better cook than me. If you're willing to go against me, then sure.
I don't. I think if you go against Dwayne, maybe
Uh,
your cooking will change my
An
mind.
Iron Chef
so.
is born.
Suddenly.
Yeah.
Oh man, we
I
can do those
definitely
competitions like we did for the musicians, except for chefs this time.
Dwayne is a far better cook than myself. I never said I was a great, wonderful chef. I just said that I had learned to cook a little bit.
Well, you just
He's as good as a cook as he is a lute player.
Oh, ooh.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I think you do know how you feel about that.
No comment on
I mean,
that. So
What did you roll,
Technically,
a
I
14?
didn't play really bad. That
Yeah,
actually
I
was
played like a-
hurtful, though. Damn. I rolled a 16 that day, right? Like, it wasn't a bad roll.
So on your way back, one of the things that you notice is that the port is full of ships because people are coming in, are now starting to arrive to see all the people that they thought had died for 2 years and were not, and are not dead any longer. So the town is getting filled up again. The hotels are filling up. And
Dwayne, maybe we should put on a disguise, Dwayne. I mean, I don't know if these people are going to. I mean, because you were the maestro, so I don't know if they're gonna flock.
Oh, well, better safe than sorry. So she'll put on her. Okay, yeah, I've disguised self, so disguise myself as an half elf. Why not? I don't think we've met half elves. Maybe we have. I don't remember.
We had
Kinda.
our,
Oh,
Technically, yeah, you are. Sorry.
well, Morcant was also a half elf.
Oh, yeah.
Rip.
That's right.
Haven't met
Hey,
Yeah,
one.
it's been
I
like
don't
2
know
years,
what-
okay?
you haven't yet met a half dwarf.
Half dwarf. Is that a thing? Can I be a half
Sure, it can be
dwarf?
anything. You can be
All right,
anything.
I'm gonna be a half dwarf that looks like Morcant. But also a lady, just so, because I don't think she can change her voice that much.
Wait a minute. Dwayne, that's a
It could be a very tall dwarf.
that's a rather interesting look for you.
Well,
see
I
a little
got
bit
caught between a
Morcant.
bunch of different ideas at this point. And I felt really embarrassed because I was like, I don't know any half elves. But then I remembered that Jesus is one, and Morcant is also one. And then I felt pretty foolish. So halfway, I changed to a dwarf. And
mid change.
yeah.
Yeah.
So a little bit of Morcant, a little bit of dwarf. Well,
Right,
it's
perfect.
definitely a
don't
disguise.
look like me.
That's the perfect musician. And there are musicians playing up and down the street as people are starting to come into port. Even in the middle of the night, the place is starting to bustle. And musicians are, they have little little boxes for coin, and they're playing music. There are artists out there doing things like funny drawings of people, like caricature artists.
Oh my God, Dwayne, we have to get one of you in this form.
She's like,
I will
Send
pay
it to
for
Morcant. Oh my God, look what they did to Dwayne.
that. I will pay for that. I need that.
sure, I don't mind sitting. And then
Yes.
I'll approach the artist, say, "Do you mind drawing me?"
And when you say that, they turn to look, and they look down after they realize that you're shorter than they are. Yeah, it'll be 2 silvers. Can you not stand so close though?
Oh,
I will
sorry.
give 3
How
silver.
rude.
I just need to
Sorry
see
about that.
all of you. I know it's crowded here. You don't have to be right on top of me. Am I doing just you or
Wow.
all of your friends?
Well, I mean, I guess we're just too close though, so maybe I don't know. I mean,
So disguise self only lets me be 1 foot shorter than I actually am.
Oh, then you're actually you're right.
I
I forgot.
So
you're
she's an
Firbolg.
incredibly tall dwarf.
You forgot everyone's a half elf. I forgot you were a Firbolg. So you're like the tallest dwarf that's ever walked.
Half dwarf. Half
yeah,
dwarf.
yeah,
half
I'm just
dwarf.
really tall. Other.
I don't know. I picture like you having kind of like Morkan's face with like the dwarf
that's
beard,
funny.
stocky body, but like his pointy little ears.
Yeah, like she's. I mean,
Somebody should draw this.
She does disguise herself as a female, and then she has like sideburns from the dwarf, and then there is like a heavier build to her, like in the arms, and then like this weird vein of Morkant going through it.
Just my friend here. Here's the coin, and I'll
Takes
give the coin.
And he pulls a little seat out that was behind the thing, and he sets it there. You can sit. It'll take a few minutes.
Of course, I
And goes
it takes
to
her
town.
like yeah, and like she sits at it on the chair, and it probably looks. No, it probably wouldn't look that funny.
It's kind of amazing how fast that these artists are.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah.
stand behind the artist and just kind of go, that is not anatomically correct.
I go, Jesus, wow, it doesn't pay for us to get pictures, you know. Just
Yeah.
you know, we
Yes,
don't get any
thank
pictures
you.
taken for us. It's
I'm not trying for anatomically correct. I'm trying for amusing. And the eyes are too big. Robot humor. Construct humor. It takes about 10 minutes, and by the time it's done, you know, shading it in with his thumb, kind of getting the color right. And when it's done, it really looks quite a lot like you, but in a really funny, amusing way. And hands it over to you and says, "There you go. I hope you're happy with the mirror I just gave you."
And she's just, oh, I think it's perfect. Thank you.
As
And
well
there's
as
more people line up after you're done. Can I
as
get a
well guys
perception
say-
roll from everyone?
Oh,
I mean, you can if you want.
ooh,
Oh well,
15.
nah.
13.
19 total.
Okay, 19.
5.
And did any?
23.
One more rolling. What'd you get?
23.
Okay. So you and Desus, as you're walking through the crowd, you recognize the apparel on somebody. It looks like the apparel that the Rakshasa was wearing, but they're not in a Rakshasa, like a tigery form. They look like somebody else. A woman standing on the docks, looking at the people coming off the ships.
I'm gonna just make eye contact with Daces. I feel like this is a thing that we do often because we have the highest perception.
Yeah.
Can
All
you
the
see
time.
that? We kind of nod towards the lady.
And she starts asking people, is the pavo coming in today? And people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. Blah, blah, blah. And finally somebody goes, the pavo, they're coming all the way from the east. They won't be here for another week. Thank you. And even though it doesn't look like that Rakshasa, their mannerisms are not very well hidden. And it turns and starts heading across the grain of the crowd coming in, and you can hear kind of a mumbling underneath, like, I gotta wait another week in this place. What can I do with a week? Let's see. Food, drink, entertainment. Oh, yes. There's a lot to do here. And just kind of mumbling as they walk across the crowd, kind of weaving through.
I'm gonna point it out to Vesryn. Vesryn, look.
Yeah. What?
See that lady? I think it's the Rakshasa. Dresses like him, acts like him.
It's in disguise or something.
What do you think they're doing here right now?
Apparently, they're looking for the Pavo. Whatever that is. Anyone familiar with that?
Maybe it's the boat Lucy's coming.
Sounds like that.
Oh.
I take the
Right.
claw out and
That
just kind of
makes sense.
squeeze in my palm till it hurts.
Well,
Jesus,
I
make
can
me a
contact-
perception check.
Should I contact Lucy and see if they're on the Pavo?
Last time.
yeah.
24.
You feel like a moment of exhaustion come across you for a moment. And when you look over at Hipley, he's got like that claw or whatever in his hand, and his boutonniere flower, one of them wilts away.
No.
What is
Lee,
it? Yes.
are you okay?
Why do you ask? That's a.
And I kind of reach towards the boutonniere and try and druid craft it to see if I can rebuild that wilted flower.
You can. Comes back.
This
or
is the
it
first
gets
time.
replaced.
Yeah. It's the first time that any of our boutonnieres had a flower wilt on it.
What were you doing?
And you felt it.
Oh, did I? I didn't feel it right.
You didn't, no.
Okay. That's not a good sign. Thank you for patching it up.
Yeah.
I checked mine.
Sure, what
Looks
triggered
great.
it, but
Looks
definitely. I'm a little tired from it. Oh.
Oh,
I don't, yeah, that's that seeing that, knowing that creature stuff, they're kind of, I don't know. I still must up will sense, so it's kind of. Part of me just wants to go and attack, even though I know I'm not gonna. I died, but yeah. So
well, maybe we should have Soul keep tabs on it. So we have eyes on its movement. Something. Always good to have more information than this.
Is there a way to intercept the boat, or meet it before it gets here?
Well, I mean, that's if it is Lucy's boat. Perhaps I can reach out once we've rested tonight and see if that is the vessel that they plan to come in on.
it makes sense. But what other boat would he be with the Rakasha waiting
Maybe
for?
backup.
Like,
Maybe others are coming to. You know,
I-
we
we
just-
could
there's
always
more of them than.
Get
I
her-
don't know if that dude needs
We-
backup.
we did beat the other people that were with him. Perhaps he has other people
they-
that are coming.
Gosh.
I my first guess is it would be Lucy's boat, but I'm just saying it could be somebody else as well.
Fine, if it is her boat, then I mean, couldn't we get her own boat and pick her up, and then
oh.
smuggle her in? Well, you know,
Or
secretly bring her in.
maybe not come back here then. I mean, because we know that they're going to be waiting here, so maybe I don't know
We
where
need
we
our
could go.
weapons.
Okay, so we find out when she's coming in. We find out what ship she's on, and try to coordinate accordingly with when our weapons are done.
Vesryn, when you banish people, do you get to? Can you pick where they go?
No, I don't get to
Oh.
decide where they go. If they're from this plane, they go to like a safe demi sort of plane. If they're from a specific plane, it returns them to their original plane of existence.
How long do they get to? How long are they in that safe place for? How long does that last?
About a minute or so.
Mm.
But if from that plane, they're supposed to stay in that plane. If they're from this plane, they will come back after a minute.
Well, I just meant if Rakasha did go after the person we're trying to intercept, maybe we can just banish him out really quickly so that they're safe for the time being, and then I don't know, just a backup plan.
Yeah.
Do you think we should at least warn them that Rakasha is waiting for them here? And is asking for the boat.
Heads up. Yeah.
And your weapons are 5 days out, right, from being finished.
What about Captain Amari? Do you think by now? I mean, it's been like 2 years, correct?
Yeah,
I mean, perhaps Captain Amari has
2.5.
had time to secure a vessel over that time. If they're in the area, perhaps they can come here rendezvous with us and allow us to go in the direction of them and maybe meet them a little bit further out before they arrive.
That's certainly a possibility. If she's not in the area, we can always just hire our own crew.
Yeah.
So
But
that's
then again,
probably better to use someone we already know.
Yeah, I know I know we can trust Captain Amari. I mean, if we hire a crew, for all we know, this thing could get in their heads, maybe even, change its appearance to look like somebody else and then join the crew. It's, it's a toss-up. But if we can get Captain Amari to show up. Or,
Sounds like you gotta send a lot of messages.
it does sound like first Lucy, and then depending if that's the vessel, then maybe reach out to Captain Amari and see what our luck might be with that.
Alright. Well,
I asked in each one's head the name of that flower. We came up forever ago with like a word that we all would know, just in case like one of us like changed. So we asked in everyone's head. It was like a different language. It was like really Dwen gave it to us, but so I mean, so I'm gonna ask. I mean, no, so you're just gonna ask all your head, just like what that word is, just one by one. So, but you guys all do know it, so I'm just being on the safe side. So I do that. I mean, hopefully it's all you. So I hope.
Dun.
Hydrangea.
Do we all know? God, does anybody not know that?
Does anyone know
Well,
that
the only one
word?
who would know that would be Hipley if it's all telepathic.
Does everyone know? Does everyone respond back to me with the right?
Yes.
what? I mean, sorry,
Daffodil
what was the
in.
question?
We came with the word because we were like, it's back when that demon was after us. And we were scared because like the demon could shape change.
It was when we were dealing with hags.
Mhm.
So we said daffodil, but was in
Oh,
a
that's
language
right.
that Dwen told us what the word was.
That's right. Our password.
Yeah,
Yeah, I respond with the password.
yeah. Everybody knows except no.
Except Vesryn, because he forgot it. No. Daffa, Tiffy, Tufa.
It was daffodil.
Dandelion.
Dandelion.
But in a different language.
So I'm just looking like smiled. Everyone's like, well, at least it's all us. So at least we're.
You're all
at least
robots.
It's not one of us.
Yeah.
All the airplanes.
Suddenly.
Unless the Rakshasa could get deep into our minds, learn the word.
Caleb just looks at Vesryn. It's like, okay, well,
I just got to keep it real with you.
I just
That's a good point. No, that's fair.
Dwyn's buying street food. She is food motivated. It's a giant person. It just comes back.
It's the snack.
What was
Oh,
hungry?
actually, I can cast the spells now. I forgot we'd already rested after I used them the last time, because we did that before we went to go meet the people. That's when I did the spells, and then we met the people, and then we did. So actually, because all my spell slots have not been used yet,
Yep.
so I can do that while we're eating.
So,
Yeah.
are you eating at Exotica or are you going somewhere else?
I mean, It seems like we want to be in this street more than we want to be in Exotica. So.
Is there like
I
an
agree with
oyster
that. Yeah, I agree
shack
with that vibe.
off the
Sure.
docks?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're
Did
like,
we?
The shell
I'll take you
shack.
guys to this place.
Did we long rest after last episode? That was
No, we didn't long rest. I know we long rested at some point during the episode. I just don't know. It wasn't at the end though.
Yeah, there wasn't a
Have I-
long rest in between.
have I slept, Scott, since that since that
no,
happened?
you haven't. No.
So I'm
actually.
exhausted. I have
Oh.
a thing of exhaustion. See, I'm loopy because I'm getting tired. So I'm that kind of like that in between space, like where you feel kind of like really wired, but like tired at the same time. So your brain's just thoughts kind of, yeah. So
Mhm.
I'm like
I
kind of
think-
not there.
I think an oyster shack would be good because then we can get Hipley some rest afterwards.
Ah, more low key.
I'm trying to say I feel fine. What's that supposed to
Yeah.
mean?
You look
Well,
tired.
it's also more. It's gonna be more interesting because we got to look over the ocean. Too. So
Makes a lovely
Okay.
sound.
Yeah.
it's nice, and hopefully Jada won't be bored out of their mind.
Should
We're
we
never bored.
should we invite
Hey, well,
Taliesin?
they won't be.
Should we invite Taliesin and your mother to come with us too, Dwayne, since we're going out, or did they have plans already?
We'd have to go back to the place.
Sorry, Howard.
Honestly, if I go back, I'm going to sleep. It's getting late.
They're
Okay.
fine.
sure-
We'd have
So-
to run all the way back and come back here.
Yeah, they can take care of themselves.
Yeah.
Two of them
They're
hang out
adults.
together. And sorta. Both of them sorta.
yeah.
And your sister's here too, so she would have
Yeah.
taken them somewhere probably.
So you get to the shell shack, and there's a line, but there's a line for food everywhere right now. It's not a very long one. It's 12 for a copper, 12 either clams, mussels, or oysters, whichever you want. And there's a guy just shucking them right there, throwing them in a pot that's boiling, and you literally are eating, 2-3 minutes after you place your order. And it's obviously a family business. There's several of them. One of them has a little cart that's full of the shellfish, and as it lowers, you can see they're starting to look at it, and one of them starts, "We'll be right back," and they head over to a dock where there's a fishing boat waiting, and they start. It looks like they're negotiating or something, and then they fill up the cart and they roll them back, and they get there, and you see all these fresh ones are now filling the cart. How many are you interested in, and which kind?
Looks at Desus.
Well, it depends on flavoring. Buttered clam strips are really good. I just go like the whole spiel. If you want something a little more saltier, well, you can pick this one.
Salty on things from the sea? You don't need that much. Butter would
No.
be fine.
I'm just saying that one in particular, those
It's more
have a much
salty
saltier
in general.
intake naturally.
Oh, yes.
I'll go with that first one that you offer, the butter one. I'll go with one of those.
We have a
Sounds-
spicy sauce if you'd like a little bit on the oysters. That goes very nicely.
Oh, I'll take that. That sounds good. Spicy oysters.
And they take all your orders, and they make all your food literally in front of you, and you get handed a plate, like a wooden plate. Don't take the plates, please. And you can see people just sort of standing around eating around the shack, and as they finish up, they drop the plates on a stack of them that they have. And Jada doesn't seem to be interested in taking shellfish, even though they probably are crunchy. Sort of like eating a rock, right? I mean, if you ate the
Yeah,
shell,
a little,
Get the shell.
a little lighter, a little.
I think Jada is trying to figure out how they are eaten.
they pop them open. They give you both, the shell, and you scoop them into your mouth or slide them into your mouth and swallow them
Knock
quick.
it back.
Huh.
Slurp it down.
I'll show. Like, see, it's all like
You may put
Kinda
sauce on
squishy.
that. Butter. There's butter there. One of the kids is churning butter and looks very miserable about it. But strong forearms.
I was gonna say it's a good workout.
Yeah,
Popeye
really have good
forearms?
arms.
Like Popeye farms.
Yes, like that kind of forearms. You know the
Could I mage hand to help him out? Because I'm tired of like mage and like to do it, just like to help him. Just like got you.
Well,
So
they don't
good.
look tired from it. They just look bored.
Oh, bored.
Of it. Yeah, like their arms. You can tell when someone does the same thing over and over, it really doesn't wear them out so much. It's just boring.
Mm-hmm. Mentally, kind of just like yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
And while you're eating, that person passes all of you up and heads over to a ship and stands on the dock and talks to somebody. That person gets somebody else. And then a few minutes later, she walks away and doesn't look happy.
I was gonna try to detect thoughts, but I don't know if I still have it because I'm tired. Never mind. I don't think I can.
I want to
yeah,
wait
I'm too
till they're
tired.
gone.
Okay.
When they're like gone, and
Yeah.
then I'll walk over to those people they were talking to, and I'll be like, what's it was it was in a she form, right?
Yes.
What was her problem? She looked really upset.
She wanted to charter the ship. We're not going anywhere right now. We're fully booked for 2 weeks.
Where was she trying to
We're
go?
half a hotel right now.
Where was she trying to go?
Is there something you need? Because I got things to do too.
I give him 2 gold.
What did you need?
Where was she trying to go?
Apparently, she wanted to catch a ship at sea.
Well, do you know what the ship's name?
The Pavo.
Oh.
But that ain't happening. Nobody's leaving here right now. Half the people are living on the ships. Half of them are living in the city. This place is booked.
Interesting. Well, thank you for your time. I hope you use.
thank
those
you for your
coins
coin.
wisely. You're welcome. And I'll turn and I'll head back and let them know. I think they might be in our minds. We need to find a way to shield ourselves.
How?
I'm-
To stop
let-
thinking.
No, let's go talk to that wizard. See if he has any means or spells or anything that might be able to help us with that. Because I think it's really odd that I said to you all moments ago that perhaps we could try to, catch them at sea, and then all of a sudden they're looking to do the same thing.
You probably are keeping tabs on us because I gesture to Jada. They ideally want to do the whole birds with one stone sort of thing.
I'm gonna take some time to cast detect magic.
Okay.
Do I see any signs of something floating around us? Anything watching over us?
No.
I don't think they're scrying on us, at least not at the moment.
Oh. Do you think it'd make a difference if we used a different language?
If they're in our minds, Hibley, are you able to speak to people that don't share the language with you?
No, for not that I know of. It has to be you have to. Let me see. Let
usually
me
it's-
check my features list. Hold on a
Out
second.
of character, I think it's usually, I don't know about your particular
Share
one,
language.
usually you have to share language with yours?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Well then, maybe? I don't know if theirs works the same way as Hibley's. If it does, then we could be fine. But we all don't share. We don't know what languages that thing speaks.
Well, I mean, we can go with uncommon ones, I suppose. What do we all know?
I think most of us know Elvish, and I think that's about the only thing we all have in common.
I know
And that's a
that's
pretty
no.
common language from what I know.
Not
It is
uncommon.
pretty more common. Well, no.
I speak Sylvan.
Okay, we got Sylvan. You and I can do Sylvan.
Infernal.
Actually, I was learning Infernal.
Infernal's a bad guess. With a
Yeah.
fiend.
Oh,
Yeah.
you probably know it's Infernal.
Yeah.
I also know Sylvan.
The three of us know
Oh.
Sylvan.
I know Druidic, but that's very particular to us nature-based people.
Yep.
Right.
But I mean, if they're in our heads, I mean, is it gonna? I mean, are we gonna like think in a different language the whole time? I don't know.
That's true. I mean, if they're in our heads, I mean, they're going to be able to understand our thoughts based on our shared common languages. Because more than likely, we know that that thing shares a language with us. We're all able to have a communication with it. So, you said a shared language, correct, Ibly? If you have a shared language,
Yeah.
you can.
Yes, as long as we.
So more than likely, it will still understand us. Let me reach out to Lucy and see if it's what if they're on that vessel.
But should you though? I mean, if they're keeping tabs, like, is that the
I mean,
like?
we're not
I don't know what
right
else to
now.
do, but I don't know.
If I reach out to Lucy, this thing's not going to learn anything more than it already knows. Because we're reaching out to see if Lucy's on the Pavel, right? And to also warn Lucy that Chandran knows they're on the Pavel. This doesn't give Chandran any more information than they already have, other than now Lucy knows that they know. But other than that, we're giving Lucy more of a warning, and we're learning for ourselves if it's the same vessel that it is looking for.
I'm in
I just-
favor of warning.
No, I think we need to arm her with information. Better for her to know than to not know.
I think in this situation, I would agree. And I will go into casting the message. Let me mark it off.
Okay.
Sending.
They've lasted this long, so they must have some skills in order to protect themselves.
I would think so. If they've been able to avoid them for this long, I think a warning would be helpful.
Or
So
they're
I'm
just waiting to
sending-
get them all at once, like they were.
Well, yeah. What we're saying is Lucy's got some skills to survive this long.
Yeah.
Hi, Lucy. How was the voyage? Are you on the Pavel? If so, we believe Chandran knows when you will arrive.
19 words. Nice. And you get no response.
No response.
Is that bad?
They could be busy. They might not be able to respond. I don't know if they're asleep. Maybe it won't wake them up. Maybe they're dead.
Dee says, "Could we get like a small boat or something?" And we're not very fluent in things of that nature. Is there possibly like a small boat that we can take out there? I mean, is that
Yeah.
even?
Yeah, if we're able to hire a sloop or something, I can at least teach you all the basics of it. I mean, there's more than enough of us to handle a sloop if need be.
Maybe, but I don't know what we do when we get there. I mean, because I don't know.
How big of a sea creature can you be?
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Big enough to
Yeah,
drive
can
a
you be a
boat.
whale?
Oh my
I
gosh.
think that's a little
Just
beyond my
swallow us. Keep it
strength.
suck in some air.
Oh my gosh.
Just don't switch back with us in your mouth.
The biggest I can be is something large like a seahorse or a sea eel.
Yeah.
I'd only be able to hold it for like a couple hours or so.
Ew.
I know you did a dolphin that. Did you dolphin that one time? I remember.
I did a reef shark.
Reef shark, yes. It's reef
That's a
shark.
medium
Okay.
kind of creature.
Large creature. All right, so you turn into something big, and we either ride you or you tugboat us on a boat.
I know. I don't. Jesus, how well do you know the sea? Would you be able to navigate us where we need to go?
It's been my whole life.
Well, do we even know exactly what the shipping routes would be where the Pavel might be coming from?
Well, if any of the harbor masters here have sea charts, we can take a quick look. They might have an idea if it's a common ship that goes by.
We could probably figure out what route they are taking.
Let me reach out to Captain Amari.
Okay.
and Elise. And then I can try Lucy again tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Maybe it's just late. Maybe Lucy's sleeping.
Veda, are you gonna be okay if we do go meet them?
I think it's a better idea if I stay away.
I'll stay too.
Chandra
Then
wants
if we have to, then I'll stay. Then that's fine. So some of us will go, some of us will stay. That'd be fine.
Split the party, split the party.
What's the worst that could happen?
You know,
Let's see.
Fine.
Not a big deal.
I mean, the only thing I also worry about is if we go without our weapons.
Oh,
But
yeah.
honestly, do you think our weapons? I mean, how powerful that creature was. I mean, I know it'll give us like I think they said what is it more you can imbue with like a spell or something, but I don't know.
It will at least allow us to actually do damage to it because our spells currently could not, and our weapons currently could not.
But wouldn't it be the same kind of spells that we would use from those weapons that you guys are getting correct? Because you're just imbuing it with the spell that you have. I thought
You're
if I
imbuing it with
understood that
magical
correctly.
energy, not a spell.
Oh,
You're using the
okay.
spell to create magical energy that imbues it with that, not the spell
Properties,
itself,
okay.
with magical property. And the weapons will be done in 5 days. The ship is expected to arrive in 7, so there's a 2-day window of difference.
You could try
Right.
paying off all the ship captains to be like, don't let this person on your boat.
Well, I mean, everyone's locked down as it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be good to just, stack the deck.
I'm going to reach out to Captain Mari, and it is 25 words exactly. Counted it.
Okay.
Hello, old friend. It's Vesryn. Do you have a vessel? Are you near Wythe? Can you come help us within the next few days?
And you get a response. I do not have a vessel. I'm a navigator on a ship currently in the north. I'm nowhere near Wythe and not capable of coming that far or moving the ship.
Captain Amari's out. They still have not. Well, I guess they're not even Captain Amari anymore. It's just Amari. They're a navigator on the ship.
Captain, always a captain.
Yes. But they are on a vessel up in the north, and they are unable to be here anytime soon. So perhaps, I like Thesis. I like the idea of maybe trying to find a small vessel that we can work together to try to, go out and contacting would you call them, Thesis? The people that might have the
Oh, the
routes?
harbor masters.
The harbor masters.
They would have tracking of any boats that come in and out of the harbor.
They might be able to at least give us an idea of where they might be along the route. And then
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go now. I think it'd be better if we wait a few days so we don't have as far of a trip because we're not as skilled as some in the ocean.
Fair point. Fair point. Guess we're just biding our time now.
Yes. But Chandler's probably looking to get a vessel now. So, because we just said this. I know you out there, Chandran. I hate you.
There we go. It's like no. He takes 10 points of damage, psychic damage.
Emotional damage.
Chandran loves
Emotional damage.
Loves that. That anger is so tasty.
Mm.
Reverse psychology. We love you, stranger. We're gonna join you now. This is
Well, we did learn they're prone to enjoying the pleasures of the material plane. Hopefully, we can get quite celebrations going that they may want to be distracted by.
And there are celebrations all over right now.
Yeah, everybody came back to
Reunions
life.
Right, reunions nobody expected. That's why the harbor is full of ships, and the place is full of people.
Problem with Chandran, as much as they enjoy those things, they seem pretty dedicated to this task. I highly doubt that they'll get so caught up in their enjoyment that they'll neglect their mission.
I kind of like this idea, to be honest. I mean, everyone's got their vice.
Yeah.
Maybe Chandran's is.
Do fiends have a vice, really?
I mean,
They
it's
are
a vice.
Fiends
A
are
particular
vice.
vice. You know, maybe he really likes drinking. Just keep him drunk all the time.
Drinking and music.
You can get him to drink one of those special brews, knock him out for good. You know, with one of those.
If we were going to do that, we need to make sure that whoever's giving it to him had no idea what the drink was. Because if they were to bring it up, more than likely, and they knew about it, I'm pretty sure Chandran would be like in their minds. I know if I could read people's minds, and I'd be checking everybody who brought me a drink.
He makes mention like that's a good idea. It's like actually.
That means she's just like, are we okay? So we're talking about poisoning him now.
Okay. It makes complete
In
sense.
essence.
Okay, we're gonna we're getting
Vesryn
into
wasn't.
some-
Vesryn's just saying if we do they go that route, we should make sure whoever's doing it has no clue what they're bringing.
I'm gonna just change to Sylvan and talk to Vesryn. I know she's gonna say sorry. I'm just gonna try something, and then she'll change to Sylvan. Okay, crazy plan. What if we find him? Then we get a poison and we put it on Soul, and then Soul drops it down into the drink from the sky while we distract
Oh
him.
my god!
And then,
Yes.
and then he won't know it's there.
Yes, times 1,000. Yes.
Jada says, I like
underst-
that plan.
I wish I could understand.
And Sylvan.
Darn it. I get the vibe. I'm like whatever they're saying.
I'm seeing Dwen's excitement. I'm like,
Vesryn's just like, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think Soul is going to be that accurate. No offense to Soul. That's like flying over, perfect shot into this
Okay,
tiny
well,
little
I can
cup.
enhance. You know, I got a spell. It's called enhanceability. You know, like we can do this. We can do this.
This is come on, person. This is oh my gosh.
And what happens when it doesn't work? And then there's splat on him, and he knows it's
And
poison.
he's
looks
not
up,
poisoned. And we're back to turn A.
and then he kills my familiar.
Oh, fast is she?
You drop fly.
Okay,
I
I guess
don't
we're not
typically
gonna go
try
this
to.
way.
Now I can resummon my familiar, but I don't typically like to put Soul in unnecessary danger. The bond is strong and powerful to me, and I'd rather not put her in a danger that is not necessary.
Fair enough. She starts like you see her like start scheming in her own mind again. Like
Maybe we could have Taliesin slip it in there.
Well, okay, that's
Not as fun when we're talking about my
Well,
nephew,
that's-
but he is
Oh.
sneaky.
he's very sneaky. But he
Before,
was.
not near Chandran. Like, order the drink, right, and then have him put it in when the person's getting ready to put it, and then that person carries it. Boom. They don't know.
thesis. I feel like they're planning something.
yeah, this
I
is
can't
sounding like a
understand.
very elaborate conversation.
I can give you like a play-by-play if you want.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, sure, we can have him do something like that. I'm sure he'd be up for it too, actually.
So, do we do that tonight? Do we do that tomorrow? We have a few days. We can
have
work this out.
time.
Maybe.
We need to find a poison.
we need to find
Is it
a
for
way.
Chandler?
This is a lot.
Chandler's poison?
The poison.
The poison.
Poison for
Specifically
Chandler.
made to kill
Changer's poison.
It's poison. And that poison? Yes.
Oh my gosh, Emperor's New Groove. I get it now. Yes. Okay. Be good.
Let's go talk to the wizard in that time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll start. We gotta start somewhere, so let's go.
Well, it's pretty late at night.
I was gonna say it might be a
How,
Eating
how
it all
late
late.
is late?
Wake up,
It's
old man.
Like late, like you
like
know,
10 p.m. late?
later than that.
Okay, like 12.
Yeah, like that.
Like midnight. She's like,
It's morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jada
you're a
watches
wizard.
them getting geared up, and
Scott,
Jada just goes, "It's midnight."
Scott, we're night owls, and we're not even wizards. If we were wizards, we'd be up later than that, and you know it. I don't know any wizard that goes to bed at midnight. Come on.
Only the
This
ones
is
that
gonna
want
be
to
the
get a
one
long
wizard
rest
that-
in.
Any wizard worth their spells, because you don't. Oh yeah, Vesryn has to sleep, so Vesryn doesn't even understand.
4 hours. That's all I need.
You don't really sleep, so. Yeah. But I haven't either.
Sleep. It's a different type of sleep. It's called a trance.
Which isn't sleep.
how are you doing, Hipley? I know I haven't slept in a while.
Well,
I
you
don't
know, at least I get rest,
sleep.
Hipley. I don't have tiger people cutting me up in my trances.
Oh.
Ouch.
He doesn't say anything, just walks. He just kind of walks
Just
off.
gonna
and he
like
just-
turn the
just
car.
turns
that
and
off.
Was that
walks.
too much? Was that too much for you?
So what are you doing at midnight after you're eating your shellfish and hanging out on the docks and
Did
devolving
we get
into
stoned
chit
before we
chat?
did this, by the way? We're out midnight eating like shellfish. Like,
Talk about poisoning somebody. We'll just poison. It's fine.
sounds like some
So
stoners.
like I've always wanted to do like an elaborate poison plan in D&D, and
We're
then, like,
doing it.
I see
We
that
are doing
happen.
this. This is happening.
All right. So we'll go back and get some sleep then, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just go back.
You get some sleep. Hipley, you get a long rest in.
Do I? Okay.
Vesryn, while you're sleeping, you hear, I might be able to help.
Is that in
Oh.
Vesryn's room?
Vesryn
What
hears.
does the voice sound like? Who's the voice?
Ask. Well, I mean,
You know the voice.
Oh, the
I
mask.
might be able to help you with this.
No.
You know, I can make it where
no.
this thing cannot see you, and you could just drop
No.
a poison in, no problem.
No. Good night.
Then put me on the boy. The
No.
boy could do it.
Nope. Good night.
Make me a wisdom
I've never-
save.
Come on.
All right. It is
Like
17.
2. Oh, okay.
I was like, what? It's like, wait, what?
All right. And you
I had
know,
luck with this.
in a way, you kind of think it's not a terrible idea, but you don't feel coaxed enough to go through with it tonight.
I will. Well, in the morning, I will inform you guys that the mask is still trying to get in my head, so that way you guys are aware. But we'll do that in the morning. Leave me alone. Do I get a full sleep, or does
You
it
do.
pester me
You
all
get a
night?
full. You get a full trance.
Trance.
Doesn't-
Get a full.
doesn't-
Yes.
before
Beautiful
we
trance.
go to bed, I'm gonna ask if Mama Verdusa is still awake.
Is still what?
Is still awake?
Oh,
I was
probably.
like,
She
Mama
sleeps.
started off
She
like
sleeps in the
fine.
day. She's a night person.
okay, so I go to her office
Okay.
to see her.
She's there.
Oh, cool.
What can I do for you, Desus? Cerridwen, come in. Come
walk
in.
by.
Well, we have an elaborate plan to try to take care of our tiger friend. And
Oh,
well, we need a really, really strong poison to do it. You're a woman of many talents with many connections. I thought I might ask you. I might know I could find something like that.
don't you have a druid? Isn't Desus a druid?
She is. I suppose she could make a really potent poison. I'll ask her.
I found druids are the best at making poisons. They either can make it, or they become something that can make it.
All right. Thank you. That's a great idea. And I'll let you go now. And just please.
You
Then
head
I'll
out.
go to Desus in her room. And you know Common and Infernal. Those are two.
Yeah, common, infernal, elvish, druidic.
All right. I'll talk to her in Elfish. So, Desus, we were talking in Sylvan earlier. This is the plan. We want to poison the Rakshasa. And we need a poison to do that. So, how do you feel about making a poison?
Yeah, I could probably do that. I think I have a creature in mind. Yes, if you want something strong enough, I'll have to use a creature.
Okay.
Had a tickle my throat just from thinking of it.
You do know,
so for
though,
my...
to get the poison out, somebody has to milk the creature, generally.
Yes.
Whatever kind of creature it is.
So
Whether
I'm
it's a
gonna...
spider, a snake, an octopus, whatever. You got to get it out of them because they don't just, like, drip it out onto the table for you.
Here you go.
And you may not be in a good mood as one of those creatures either, so...
Well, as a druid, I can control that feeling. Not a polymorph. So yeah, I'll gesture for Dwin to sit down. I go through my herbalism kit to think we had... no, I do have one empty vial from water that I used before. So I pull out the empty vial, hand it to her. Like, all right. I have a fiendish giant spider I'm going to turn into.
Okay.
Gonna look creepy, but it's fine. Just hold the vial and I'll try and position my fangs enough that you can just pop it and you push it up against the flesh that's around my fang, and that should cause the venom to drip down.
Okay. Question. If it's
Yes.
fiendish, does that mean it's from the Nine Hills? I mean, if it's from the same place...
It's a beast I can turn into. I think it could be just because it looks fiendishy and not maybe actually fiendish. I don't know.
Oh. Well, if it's from the same place, the Rakshasa might be less vulnerable to it, but we're taking a shot in the dark anyway, so I say we go for it.
Yeah, it's the strongest that I can do right now, so... All right. And I pop my wild shape and I turn into this medium-sized beast of this black and red spider that just like pops out. I'm trying to position myself within the room.
This is
Legs
the
are a
best
little
scene.
long.
Oh my god. Keep myself
just,
walking in just like, oh my god.
I position my mandibles as best I can.
I mean, I don't think Dwin would be afraid of spiders, so and she's just gonna...
But would Dwayne be afraid of really giant spider, really big spiders, like
I am.
table-sized spiders,
Table-sized spiders.
or however big you
I
are?
think she would be like the type of kid that would like find bugs as like and like
Yeah.
hold them.
Yeah, I would
And,
think
like,
so too.
So that's why I'm like...
You're very nature-y. It's not like
I
you're
don't
not
think she'd be
nature-y.
afraid of like any type of animal. It's just nature.
And
all right.
Desus.
And
Then
Desus.
Hipley-
So,
Hipley opens the door and sees you milking Desus, and he's like, "What is going on?"
Close. Closed door.
hey, Desus. Okay.
Okay.
Hipley
never mind.
snoring.
Well,
Okay.
both, yeah.
So I attempt to milk the poison.
All right. So make me a dex check.
Oh
Let's see if you
gosh.
can do.
Would
Let's
it be an
let's make it a
advantage since
nature
she's
check.
helping?
Let's make it a nature check.
Would it be an advantage since she's helping?
Yeah, I'll give you
Maybe Desus-
advantage. I mean, you do have the spider kind of assisting to make it as easy as it can.
Yep.
A rare thing with animals, letting you like as easily as possible get their,
Somebody poke finger,
their
like, oh
energy.
no.
I rolled a natural 20.
Hey.
So that's a
Slips
total
right
of-
over. You pull back the hairy flesh over the fang, and it slowly drips down in. You have to kind of move the bottle a little bit to not seal it up against the fang itself. It takes a good half an hour to get all you need to fill it. But by the time it's done, you've got this full vial of tooth juice.
Okay.
Juice, not the tooth juice.
Tooth juice, I like it, yes. Tooth
That is
juice.
the new.
You got
new
that
phrase.
tooth juice. Man.
And
Hey,
much
you
like
got
a surgeon after a major surgery.
Fiendish.
I do the same
Okay.
thing, but with one of my little front arms. Like,
I put the cork on. And I'm like, okay, we got a full bottle, vial. You can think you're good on turning back now. Unless you want to stay that way.
You could sleep that way if you wanted. Probably
Whatever you want to.
see around you very well.
Up on like a corner, like at the ceiling. Just...
Yeah, I just for a moment spider climb around. It's like, doo, 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 doo. And I curl up in corners like.
You could web the corner and fall asleep there. Then when you re-transform in the middle of the night, you'd be just stuck up in the corner.
In your own web? Shit, this is a terrible idea.
All right, I'm gonna. Well, good night, Desus. So I'll hold on to this. There's something else I want to do, but if someone else wants to pop in.
So for me, like for Hipley, he would probably just before passing out, probably just talk to Jada because he's scared to be alone and sleep after what happened. So he'd just be talking to Jada, just like until like he just passes out. So just be like just yeah. So
Jada, make me an insight check.
it's not
I
Hipley.
never do this. Oh, that's not bad. What the fuck? Oh, that is bad. That's a 12.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay, that's not bad. It's middling. Yeah, Hipley looks really exhausted, but he also doesn't look like he's trying to sleep, which is weird.
You should sleep.
I'm talking just nonsense, like 2 a.m. You haven't slept. That like that.
You are
Like
not
you're-
making sense.
Like you think you're coherent. It's like, what do you mean? This is a perfect plan to get him. It's like all we gotta do is we get the poison right, and then
Poison for Chandran.
yes, the poison for Chandran, and then all we gotta do is
Chandran's poison.
yes, turn someone into like the poison, and then it makes complete sense. We'll turn into the poison, and then be able to to maneuver the poison into like the glass. Like it works. Trust me, it's a good
I'm
idea.
like gently pushing him onto the bed.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Fascinating.
Make
Yep.
me Hipley, make me a willpower check. Or a wisdom check. Let's see if
and
you
it's
can,
gonna be
let's-
disadvantage because I'm
actually,
exhausted.
I'm sorry, a con check.
Yeah, it'll be disadvantage because I have a exhaustion point.
You're right. You do.
Oh, that's a 1 and an 8. The 1.
Yes.
Yeah, you go down hard. Just
And as I go down, I'll just
hard.
say like, as I fall asleep, I just tell Jay like, I'm scared. As I go to sleep, I'm just like, I'm scared, and then out.
Don't let anybody hurt you.
What are you doing after he falls asleep, Jada?
I think what I do, and I'm going to establish this for the rest of the week, unless something terrible happens. I'm gonna go down to the docks, and I'm just gonna sit on the docks and
Okay.
watch.
Good idea. All right. Back in your room, Hipley, you're sleeping nice and quietly, and sometime in the middle of the night,
Shouldn't have left.
you
If I
hear
heard a dog.
you hear like a wind kind of whoosh through, and it feels chillier than it should, cold. And you think you hear the sound of a window opening.
So yes, I'm out of bed. Like I'm jumped. Like I'm up. Like I wish I had a weapon now. So I'm up and just
And you jump and you see this woman you had seen earlier today looking in the window. Hipley, we need to talk.
Oh my god.
Are you interested in working together? I know you had considered it before, and I'm willing to, what's the word that people use now? Cut you in on the deal.
If I did this deal, would you leave Jada alone? If I did this, would that be in? Is there any way that if I said that you would leave Jada alone, that would be
Of course, I promise.
okay? Insight check.
Bullshit.
Make an insight check.
So is it still? Am I still? So I haven't slept. So is it still gonna be disadvantage technically? Since
No,
it's still kind of
normal.
okay. Oh my god! Don't fail me. Okay, that's not. Let me see. It's not bad. It's a 10 on die. I don't think I have that much insight. So 12.
Hard to tell. You know, one thing that I think that we could agree on is knowledge is power, is it not? Would you like to earn some more of that power that you so covet? Power through knowledge?
I mean, it's
You know,
knowledge
there are
is more.
books. There are books in places other than this mundane place that you exist most of the time.
Oh man, Hipley's struggling. I mean, all that's true, but
Perhaps sleep on it, and I can come back tomorrow and we can discuss.
how do I know you're telling the truth about leaving Jade alone if I accept? How do
I
I?
promised. I gave you my word.
It will be easier to sleep if I mean, I would be asleep right now if you didn't.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave you a gift if you'd like, as evidence of my interest in assisting you in gaining new power, new knowledge.
What is this? What is this gift going to be? I mean, what? And I feel so bad I don't have a gift for you, so I feel kind of rude.
I'll leave you a simple scroll.
A scroll of.
With a new spell you've never used. And I know you are learning to master your powers. But perhaps you've already topped out with your current
No, you know so much.
patron.
You know so much about me, but I don't know much about yourself. I mean, maybe if I knew who you were a little bit more, maybe that might make it easier to decide.
You
But
know,
I,
my name is Chandron, and I've been here for quite a long time. How old are you?
age is really a state of mind, but how
No,
have
age
you?
is not just a state of mind. If that were
Well,
the case, Lucy would have perished quite a long time ago.
so is that? So I take it that's what you've been after at the docks. That's what you've been trying to meet them as well. I mean, are you going to if if I agree though, if you're not going to go to jail, you're still going to go after Lucy, or is that still? I mean, what would you need them for though? If
They stole something from my master. I have to retrieve it. Wouldn't you retrieve something that was stolen from your master? Is there any difference?
I mean, well,
Shall I
some,
leave the scroll there on your nightstand for you?
sure. I mean, I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to pick it up, but you can definitely leave it there. So that's fine.
And she climbs through the window, and it's kind of a creepy climb in, not even a
Oh
like
God. Just
and then
disturbing.
stands, and when she stands, like the flickering from the candles kind of make her shadows rise up around her and make her feel bigger and more imposing than she actually is.
You have to come in so creepily. Can you just? I mean, did you really have to come in like really? I mean, you're trying to sell me,
And
and
there
then
was
you
no
come in real
sound either.
creepily.
I just entered the window, and I'm putting the scroll here. And she puts the scroll there. If you wish to learn, the scroll will be there to assist you. And I will return another eve for us to discuss if there are terms that we can agree on.
Well, you know,
Oh,
the
it's
ma-
almost dawn. I need to continue on. And she backs out of the window as Creepy is coming in. And the window slides down. And then the light is suddenly hitting your eyes and you're starting to wake up. You did not get a rest.
son of a cat.
And there's no window there, of course. And there's no scroll there either.
Yeah, I feel so complete. I just break down and cry. Like I look at the scroll. Like I'm just so mad and just tired and upset. And all just like comes out at once and just tears. So I just like I'm touch the scroll. Yeah, I look at it. Like I want to look at it and I don't. So just it's not a good night. Man.
Out on the docks, nothing happens. And it's morning.
As soon as like dawn starts coming and I don't see any ships coming,
Yeah.
I head back to
Okay.
Hipley's room. The goal was to make it back before he woke up. I don't know if I
Hipley's
achieved
eyes
that.
are wide open and he looks just ragged. Tireder than he was before. And you know he fell asleep.
You look terrible.
Yeah, just fine. Just I think I may just be just coming just under the weather or something. I mean, my eyes are itchy. That's why they're red. They're just itchy because I think it's just like a cold or something. Just,
Cat allergy.
yeah. I think it's allergic to something. That's.
Can I make an insight check? Can I see if he was crying?
Can I do a deception, a disadvantage?
Sure.
Try to
Maybe a
hide it.
disadvantage deception. Let's see if you can deceive your best friend.
My gosh, a 1 and a 2. How fantastic! So good, such a good roll. 1 and a 2. So it's just allergies. It's just like a fake
What?
sneeze, real bad. A chew. See,
Why are you crying?
I think I just I'll have to make a decision soon that just I just have to make an important decision and it's just kind of hard. Just
I'll sit down on the bed next to him.
like I don't want to make eye contact. Like I kind of look everywhere, but like I can't even. I'm not even making eye contact.
Make me an insight check. Jada.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jada.
17.
He is avoiding interpersonal contact like that you normally share with him. And you're not a particularly emotional person, but you recognize the signs of someone that is or isn't being emotional on purpose. And this feels like that.
I'll tell you my thing if you tell me yours.
What do you mean?
Promise.
Like I said, my decision's not that. All right, I promise. God dang it, best friend.
I think I should leave before Lucy gets here.
Then I'll go with you then. There's
I
no
mean,
way.
I think that they might need you.
No,
they might-
there's no,
listen, they're
no,
definitely gonna
no,
need me,
no,
but
no, no, No,
I
no,
can't.
no. That's like if you go, like there's no way. Like I will go with you. There's no way I'm gonna just let you go off. No, there's no way. No, that's I can't do that.
This is why I didn't want to tell you.
You were seriously thinking about leaving? Like no, you.
He's trying to get us in one place. I don't like being used as bait. I don't like it. Everyone gets in the way.
Your life is it's worth it though. I mean, if even if that happens, like that's fine.
It's not.
I will take that claw. I'll take whatever it is fine.
The
It's not that.
blacksmith the blacksmith was right. Everyone dies. It has been far past my time.
No, no, it is no, it is not. It is not. It's if they're shrugging, he's so tired he can't. He's trying to speak coherently and like no sleep. He's like, okay, I gotta say something. There, trust me, I may have a way that you don't have to. Okay, maybe I I might have something that I might be able to a deal I can do that will fix all this.
A
That will
deal?
deal.
A deal with who?
It, I'll just say this: this deal that if a deal could be done that could just that could that could fix this. I mean, that's would that be? Would you still feel you wouldn't have to go then, right? If a deal can be made that can, let's say, just satisfy whoever was after you. I mean,
No.
Jada, listen, like you have
I
so much more life to live. You have like if this deal, it's not. I don't even like. It's not the worst thing. I don't think I would die. I mean, it's nothing.
You would
Like
die?
I don't. I don't think. I mean,
How can you possibly think I'd be okay with this?
it's. I don't think. I mean, like I said, I don't get the vibe that it would lead to anything that drastic. But
What is the deal?
I just just maybe have to make some sort of like pact. Some. I think he said something about words. Like I have to like verbalize it and accept it. It's but if it's done, then that means that then you'd be free. You'd be able to live life, and then and I would still be. I mean, me. I mean, I don't feel like I would change. I mean,
I don't
I don't think we'd have access to the library though, so that would be a little disheartening. But it'd be worth it though. I mean,
it wouldn't be worth it. Hipley, I am tired of people making deals on my behalf.
and that way, then this will be the last deal. This will be it, and then you're free. Think about it. The last deal, then you can just live life like you deserve to. You can find whatever it is whatever you want to do, what you enjoy doing. This is just one deal. That's it. This one deal. And then you're free, truly free.
But at what cost?
It's like I'm already like I've had the chance to experience life. Like I lived a long time. Okay, like I'm getting older. Getting not as young and spry as I used to be. So
You know who you're talking to, right?
yes, but now is your chance to really live. Before things happen, things took away your opportunity to fully live life like you should have been able to. And now you have the opportunity to. So as far as I'm concerned, it's like starting off at age one again. So you still have all this time to learn and to grow into whatever that you want to be.
I don't want that at the expense of my friends. Okay? Promise me you won't do this. And I'll promise I'll stay.
FL2 deception checks coming, but I'll say I promise, but I'm lying. If I know that I can say them without doing it, like I'm. So yeah, like if you.
I say I promise, but I'm lying.
So add an above table, I say so. I'm gonna say yes, like I promise.
I think Jada reaches out a hand to shake your hand and seal the promise.
Nice shake, but it's a shake like yeah. So like I bring up my hand and kind of like a meek kind of like no pressure in the shake, and yeah, my hand's there at least.
Yeah, I think there is between the both of them an acknowledgement that this is not a real promise, maybe on both ends.
Well, then I guess if it's morning, I guess we should probably
You should sleep. You look wrecked.
yeah. Every time I try to something you know, something always has been. It's like a nightmare. Like a
Scott, we
bad
can't hear
dream.
you.
Was Scott saying something?
Yeah, I can't hear.
Oh,
We can't hear you. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
we just kept going.
sorry. The other 3 players start to wake up, are waking up.
Well, there's an idea to go see the magician today, the wizard. Maybe we can talk to him about your sleeping problem.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Some sort of spell or something just like to force me to get knocked out.
What are
Yes.
What are the 3 of you doing when you wake up?
Having breakfast.
Yeah.
All right, you gather for breakfast, and
Well, I'll get up like a little bit earlier than usual, like 10 minutes, and I'll knock on Vesryn's door.
Vesryn would already be awake as well since he only needed 4 hours. He's been up studying for an hour or so. Yes, come in.
I walk in. So, she pulls out the vial. So Jesus and I'm talking in Sylvan also. Just maybe it will help. So I don't think this is weird, but I milked Jesus's spider form, and
For the record,
make a nature check. I
know,
want to know if you know what that means or how that works.
I would think I would know it. I mean, we have cows. I know what milking.
Right,
But a spider?
but how do you milk a spider?
They have udders.
Right.
What?
I
Yes,
rolled a natural I rolled a natural 14. Nature, it's straight my intelligence, so
Okay.
another 4, so 18.
Yeah, you kind of get the idea that it's the fangs, not udders.
You do realize there's no way that you walk into my room
Damn.
at this time of the morning and say, I milked Jesus' spider form, and I not take that as a weird thing.
okay, it's weird, but I did it. And now we
Okay.
have this vial, and I think we might be onto something. I mean, at least we'd be able to do some sort of initial damage that he's not expecting. Do you know how we might be able to change its taste so it doesn't taste like anything?
I don't necessarily know, but maybe somebody at the cantina might.
All right, I just thought I'd ask you first, but yeah, probably get some help with the cantina.
I mean, I think we have a pretty good rapport with the owner there. I think she would be able to, if we filled her in a little bit on the details.
Yeah.
But we got to be careful, because if it comes in, if Chandran comes in and says, reads their mind, then they might pick up on what we are planning.
Well, I mean, all we can do is try.
Yes. But I mean, let's go see the wizard. Maybe the wizard there might have some way to mask it. Who knows what they've acquired in their years of, exploring magic in their tower.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get the others.
Yeah, I figure we just wait till they come here to eat. Want some bacon?
Oh, bacon. I love bacon. Sweet bacon.
And you head out.
Oh,
to
she'll also
breakfast.
casually ask about Avriel, if you've heard about her.
The adopted daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rafa said she's doing well. That she's adorable. So far, no signs of foul magic from.
Oh, that's
Charm.
promising. That's good.
Yes.
But it sounds
just hope-
right.
I hope we can give her a good life.
Oh.
You know, better than what she would have had.
Me too.
Let's go eat and meet the others. I have something I need to tell everybody, just because I promised that I would be forthcoming with information and not hide anything from anyone anymore. Because we all agreed that we would be open with each other and share everything that we are.
It's gonna go for
No
great.
secrets.
And you meet Desus in the hall as you're heading over, and Cerridwen's with you.
Cases? How'd you sleep?
Well, pretty good. I chilled out in that spider form for a little bit. It was fun hanging from the ceiling. It's actually like good, like felt the gravity pull on everything. It felt good.
Oh, yeah, nice stretch.
Yeah.
And Jada and Hipley, you finish your handshake, your uncomfortable,
Completely telling the
smarmy
truth.
one.
Handshake. This is
smarmy.
legit.
Not
This is-
smarmy.
Just like, dang. Oh my gosh.
And
As before we had look at the scroll, I don't think I'm gonna grab for it, but I'm gonna look at it and kind of think about it before we go. All right, let's go meet with the others. You know, see how everyone's doing.
okay, and you get to breakfast, and they're laughing and talking about spiders and stuff.
Yes.
Hipley looks like a train wreck. Jada
Wow.
looks very
Oh.
concerned.
Yeah, those oysters. Like, I mean, I don't know what they were like. I don't blame like the person making it, but they.
Insight check.
Whoa. Deception. I guess my
So
deception.
your deception is
disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yeah, second level exhaustion. So
15.
Like,
yeah. Actually, that's gonna be close, but it's not because I have good deception. Ooh, what'd you get? Wait
15.
a second. Aw, darn it. One less. That's gonna be 14. Darn it.
It's hard to
Almost.
really know, but maybe not. Maybe not.
How's the
Actually,
corsage
no, but
looking?
that was a 9. Because it lands at bottom, so no. So that's a 17.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's telling the truth. He does look like maybe he's been nauseous or something
Ugh.
through the night.
I burp. I do like a nice loud burp. Just
should I pour you coffee or should I pour you tea?
Mm.
Something to knock
Zach
you
has
out
been
or wake you
feeling
up.
under the weather.
Well, definitely like a chamomile with some ginger.
I'll take some coffee. We have things to do, so no time for that. I'll take some coffee.
I will
Well.
take Vesryn aside really fast.
Yes.
He was visited, I think. He didn't come out right and say it, but I'm pretty sure we need some kind of spell or protection to keep Chandran from entering his mind when he sleeps. He's not sleeping. Look at him.
Is it?
I look like a wreck, just like half
what is
like
Ch-
there, like
Do you know what Chandran's doing? Did they attack him again?
No, I don't know. I think there's some kind of deal being offered, but
He's not going to take a deal with a fiend, right? The deals are always trickery. I mean, we read that much in the books alone. I mean, they're
He
not
promised.
real deals. I mean, for all we know, whatever the deal is, it may force him to do whatever it's not going to do anymore. So it won't do whatever it's going to do, but maybe he'll do whatever. You can't trust fiends.
You're talking to. What am I trying to say? You're preaching to the choir.
All right. Well, I'm not going to say it to him. I hope he will come out and tell us. But speaking on matters of being forthcoming, I said I would last night, and I will turn.
Hipley, you get back with your coffee while they're talking.
You guys should know. Last night, the mask did try to convince me that I could put it on, and that it would allow me to be sneaky and put the poison inside. Do what we were planning to do. I kindly told it to bugger off. So, I mean, but I do
you
want
think
you
it
to know
would
that
work?
It doesn't matter if it work. Doing one evil thing to try to make something else better doesn't fix the problem. It only creates a new problem.
The
But
rest
we
is
got
too
rid of
high,
that.
trust me.
Jada worked for a hag for a really long time.
It's just one more problem, because then we have to deal. What if that mask, I put it on, yes, and I succeed, I go invisible, and I do what it says, but then I lose myself, and then all of a sudden now I'm hurting you.
Yeah, I don't
Really?
I,
I really don't want to put down friends.
I don't particularly want to be put down, or I don't want to take a chance of putting down a friend.
well, should we rotate the mask?
Well, like I said, I've been able to control it so far, but I just wanted you to know, it was being pushy last night.
Your honesty is most appreciated.
The longer you have it, the more pushy it gets.
Yes, but so far I've been able to fight it off. I just, it's your guy. It's the, we can put it to a vote. Like I said, so far I've been able to, keep it under control. But if you're afraid that the longer I have it, the more likely it is to take control, and we want to switch masks around, then that's fine with me. As I said before, I'm willing to do this. I took it from you because it was starting to become a burden, and I didn't want that to be on you anymore. So far, I feel like I'm fine. I haven't put it on even once. I have no desire to put it on. It wants me to put it on, but I have refused it. But I
Well,
wanted to be honest.
all in favor of switching the mask to a new person, raise your hand. I'll raise my hand.
Vesryn's the only one who doesn't do it. And ironically, I don't think the mask made me do that. I just don't want to do. All right. Well,
Try it next. I mean, I have Lululemon out with me, and Craig
I won't.
Weir is watching.
I will not touch the bag. I mean, I will not touch the mask. I will take the bag off that has the mask in it and put that on the table.
Like
Because
pull off my scarf that I had bought and throw it on it.
Because I feel like if I try the mask and then try to do it, it's going to make me try to fight it. It may still make me do it, but I'm hoping that by not touching it, better chance of it not infiltrating my mind.
Okay. And just slide it across the table. Hipley, when it slides across the table, can you make me a wisdom check, please?
With disadvantage. Oh boy.
Oh God, this is bad.
Oh boy. Okay, well, let's
Both
start.
high. Come on.
So that's a 12 for wisdom save. Oh no. Oh my god, that's a 15 for a save. That's a 15.
Okay. And for a moment there, you think, the mask could be useful too, but it kind of is fleeting. It kind of doesn't last long, but the thought's there that maybe it could be a beneficial thing in your attempt to do whatever it is that you want to do.
Thesis, if you want, I can be the first other watch. I mean, I'm the problem.
You look super tired.
What do you mean? I can be the first.
I don't trust a tired mind here.
I know.
Start wrapping it up.
I got coffee. I'm good. I just got to go.
So-
Coffee.
Hipley, just out of curiosity, did Chandran visit you again?
No. But again, no.
Last night.
Why do you ask?
Bullshit.
You want to make a deception check, please? Or
Do you do that?
you can try it.
I want to insight that.
You can,
I don't
you
even
can
need-
inside it. Make a deception.
I know
and
he's
an insight.
lying. I know he's lying. So it doesn't matter if he's lying because
But-
I've already been told. I've already been told.
Ooh, that's not too good. That's gonna be a. What's a 12?
He's not looking good, and it seems to be like rolling into other parts of his life, not just sleep. Like maybe he's not. It's perhaps he's just not even sure what he's saying. He's just so tired.
I rolled an 11, so I just pour him more coffee.
Yes.
Would you get decent?
He's fine. I throw in a bunch of sugar.
My passive insight is 15, so I already know.
Yeah.
I said, you told me, so I already know.
Yeah, my passive is 12, so I'm met it just in passive.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm fine. Like the oysters do not sit well. I'll be good.
Hipley.
I'll be good after
Hipley.
tonight.
Hipley.
Yes.
We all agreed that we would not keep secrets. You guys were very harsh on me about the mask. You were one of the biggest and harshest on me.
I didn't
Yes, you
say
were.
anything. I remember you and Jada had a conversation. I mean, but
You were very much in agreement that I should have been telling you guys. That's how I remember it. If I'm wrong, then let me know I'm wrong. But that's how
I can't remember. I mean, Hipley might have. If I know
Hipley
you
would-
say that.
No, Hipley, you.
You were pretty harsh on me
pretty
about
hard.
it.
Yes. Well, sometimes
Well,
people
and
can be
I've-
wrong.
In what sense do you mean by that?
It's a general sense. I mean, sometimes people can be wrong. Just about anything.
Yeah, I
You
know.
it's
Like,
more-
well, listen, we all make mistakes. I took a mask and didn't tell everybody. I mean, everybody here is not perfect, but we're here for each other. And you can trust us, all of us. If you are stressed out, or you're not sleeping well, or you're having bad oysters, or whatever the situation is, we need to know that we can rely on you and that you can rely on us.
I will say whatever I do, it's for the best of everyone here. So no matter what, like there's nothing. That's all I'm saying. So no matter what happens, and I'm not saying anything has to be done. I'm just saying if I did anything, it'd be for the best of everyone, just in general terms.
But I said that and I got grilled.
Like I said, and
And he's
Like,
saying
some
that
people-
through slurry tiredness too.
I'm just, it's fine. We need to, we need to go get this. We need to go check on the wizard, the wonderful wizard. So, but we will continue this conversation. We're gonna finish this coffee, and hopefully my stuff will settle down by the time we get there.
In Sylvan, I will say to Jada, and obviously Dwin will be able to hear this. Do we want to tell the others so that they're at least aware?
I mean, I hear you're just talking another language, so I'm just like, there's something you want to say with like everybody. I mean, I don't understand.
Oh no, I don't know if Chandra
The-
can hear this.
Oh, well, then what are you guys
If I
saying?
say
That means
it to you,
can you?
then Chandra might understand it.
Well, telepathically then. So in your mind, like, so all right, you can tell me here that way.
Maybe
probably
No,
can't.
I think Jazz is trying
Oh,
to say
sorry.
something.
In the interest of being honest, I think I should leave.
What?
No.
No.
Oh.
Whoa.
It is smarter to be in two different places than Lucy. As soon as Lucy gets here, we are going to be attacked. If I am not in the area at the time that she gets here, then we might have a chance.
Then let's go
If
together.
you're not, if
You
you're
know what?
not
Then
in
let's
the
go
area-
together. We'll all go.
Hold on. Listen. If you're not in the area, Lucy's an easier target. Nobody's going to be able to defend her because we're going to go with you. Then Chandra's going to kill Lucy, and then going to continue hunting you and get you either way, probably. If you go by yourself, he will get you, and I'm not okay with that.
I think Jesus was going to say something.
Yeah, sorry, Desus.
Yeah, along the same lines as Vesryn, we already know that they're looking for their ship, Lucy's ship. They want to take a ship out to them. So
That's my thought. if I were to go off on my own, I might be a more enticing target than waiting for a ship.
I don't think so. I mean, didn't you say that? Did Chandler say it in front of all of us, or did he say it to you? And did you tell us that he's waiting? You told us that he was waiting for Lucy to get here so he can get both of you. You
Yeah,
did tell us.
essentially.
They
Yes.
said it.
So,
The main target is Lucy. Once they're done with Lucy, you're next. Dividing at this point would only prolong it, but not stop it from happening. Lucy, we need Lucy so we can see what if that improvement in her makes you to where you can easily kick Chandran's ass. I mean, we don't
I
know.
just don't think we're gonna have the time.
Well, that's why we're working. I'm going to reach out to Lucy again today, and we're going to see about finding a way to deal with it. We're going to be getting certain things that might help us if we get into, any scuffles. So hopefully that will make a difference. So we have a few days. Let's go see the wizard, see what's going on. And if anybody else has anything, please, we need to know so we can figure this out together.
I turned directly to Hipley.
but it's like not even like looking at anyone, just kind of just.
Please.
Okay, so we gotta. Yep. There's nothing. I don't know what else to say, but the only thing is, I don't agree they should leave. I think if you're going to, you all should go. That's what I have to say about that. I mean, I feel like we have a rare chance if we go together, and maybe he wants to get both of them, so maybe he won't just kill Lucy.
No, he'll kill Lucy, and then he'll kill Jada.
But why wouldn't you have already killed Lucy already? I mean, he's been. I mean, I think they've said
they haven't been able to get them. Now Lucy's on a boat headed straight here.
But I feel like with the power that they have, I'm pretty sure they could have trapped Lucy down before. I don't
Maybe
think
they
like
weren't able to. We don't know what Lucy's capable of. But you know what Lucy's weakness is? Jada. And she's coming here. And if we're not here, then we're letting Lucy down. And Lucy's going to die. I have no doubt of that. If we leave, Lucy will die. And you'll get no answers for any of the things that you want to know, Jada. All those things all the questions you have, all the things you want to know, gone. And then you'll be the next, and you will die not knowing any of the things that you wanted to know.
And the breakfast table starts to fill up. More people start coming in as the sun comes up, and
At least that's my gut feeling on this. But perhaps we should finish this conversation elsewhere.
Glenn, what do you think about all this, Glenn? Even kind of quiet.
Well, I mean, there is merit to special help. But ultimately, splitting up's only buying time. Potentially we could send Desus out with someone to find Lucy at sea, send her somewhere else. Since Vesryn can't seem to contact her. Or we could essentially fortify here. Prepare this for battle. Choose the point at which the fight happens. It looks like we're gonna throw down either way. Just depends when. I'd rather throw down altogether. So
We took that hag out, so I mean.
yeah, I think we could just spend time stacking the deck. I mean, the other thing that came to mind was, I mean, this Chandran is so... Chandran knows who we are. He knows what... he knows we're not stupid. He probably knows that we know what he's doing. So, I don't know, maybe he could be just cocky and not care that we know, or he could be trying to lead us around in circles doing stuff. either way, I think, honestly, the best action is to prepare for a battle. They're never gonna let it go.
And Taliesin and your mom and sister walk in. Morning, Mom.
Oh, hello, honey.
You guys get up early.
I don't
Well,
sleep.
I'm on a fisherman's schedule.
I like
Oh.
getting up early.
Actually, it looks like Hipley doesn't sleep at all. But the rest of you look like you just get up early.
Grading papers takes time.
Well,
You know, we've been
there's
teaching a little bit, so
a bit
grading
of,
papers takes a little.
A scheme I got to go in, son. Do you,
A what?
way in?
Wait, what word did you just say you have going on?
No, hang on.
Did you say a scheme?
There we
Doesn't
go.
lights up.
What?
I mean, scheme is a strong word.
I'm in. Whatever. I'm in.
Okay, so let's well, yes, Unity broadcast. Okay, so she tells him the plan. Well, we have this vial that we need you to slip into the Rakshas's drink, maybe perhaps. Okay.
What? You want me to sneak something?
Wait, doesn't the Rakshasa
But-
already know Taliesin though? Remember, because they were.
Oh yeah.
They sought him
Well,
out.
we can cause a distraction.
Again, Thompson would be bringing the
I
people
could
directly.
be a yak.
Okay.
And
Yes.
Right, I'm running with this. Yeah,
Yes.
tell me about the yak.
I am a yak.
Okay.
We throw bells and ribbons on me. I start like running through the streets, yakking it up. You know,
God.
I burst through the door and I was like, oh, it's a yak. And then, you know,
Okay,
slip-
while you're yakking it up,
Yes.
we have Taliesin slip in,
Yes.
yes.
drop the poison. Yes.
This is what Vesryn's doing at the table.
Yeah.
Who
I've
would
read a few-
expect a yak?
No,
like
nobody
the yak
would.
plan.
Every good scheme has a distraction. You're what's called the distraction, and that frees up a moment. And all it takes is a moment.
We could do a yak, but if we're inside the cantina,
Yickety yak, don't look back.
If,
Oh my
if
gosh.
we're inside
Oh my
the
gosh.
cantina, I'm not sure how good of a yak distraction that would be. But
I mean, I'd be pretty distracted if a yak came barging in somewhere.
Oh, okay. I'm a yak. And Gwen, disguised as someone else, is playing the most beautiful music and is just riding on me like a parade. And everyone's like, oh God, what is this? What's going on? And then they all come to the windows and the door. And while, you know, we know they're supposed to love music and art. So while they're distracted by this beautiful display of a musician, greatest musician on the yak, we slip the poison.
Okay. Yes.
Wait, and we can sell this too,
I need
because
coffee.
everyone wants to know Dwen since she was the maestro of what happened, and so Dwen wanted to be disguised, you know, because that way we'll get the crowd. Everyone will be like, you know, be a big celebration, just like he would want.
Oh, I get to
Vesryn-
be a
Vesryn
parade
looks at
float
Jada.
yak.
Vesryn looks at Jada.
Yeah, Jada's just dead staring.
This is a
1,000 yard
fantastic
stare.
idea.
Vesryn's
This
just like,
is-
help me. I need coffee. Let's shelf the yak for now. We'll come back
Well,
to
I
it.
could
Let's
be
go see
maybe.
I
Let's
think
go
this
see
is
the
best
wizard.
one.
Yeah, let's-
Okay,
let's-
we'll
think
we'll
about it.
workshop it later, but we got a plan going. Okay,
Yes,
we got
that's-
the pieces together.
we have something going. Not quite sure what it is yet, but it is something.
Theme.
And
Yes, theme.
Vesryn and Taliesin whispers in your ear, Desus, maybe an elk.
I could do,
If he doesn't like yaks, maybe he likes elks. I
I
think he
can
doesn't
do
like yaks.
a golden stag. Because that's very like material. It's beautiful. It's glistening as well.
We should discuss this away from him. It's bothering him that we're picking all the wrong animals that he doesn't like.
I mean, who would, you know, what'd be great? A riding lizard.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's exotic.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
Paint
I
up
didn't even
and-
know that was a thing.
Yeah.
There's so many things that I didn't know were things. All right. Well,
I'm grabbing a bunch of bacon to take with me out the door.
Pocket bacon.
So, wizard.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Go see the wizard.
Please. Let's go see the wizard.
Mom
Off
and I
to
have
see the
some things to
wizard.
do. And
And
Sarah,
Vesryn will take the
Right.
biggest cup of coffee after that conversation with him.
you head out.
We link arms and we skip down the road.
The Yellow Brick Road.
You head to the wizard's house, and when you get there, he's sitting out on the porch, and he's just looking out at the town, at all the people kind of around the streets, because it's full of people.
Oh,
Morning.
it's been some time.
Morning.
Haven't seen you in quite a while.
Have you
2 years.
seen? Oh wait, no. Wait, I'm thinking of someone else. I'm gonna ask if they've seen Chandran, but I think I'm confused. So we're good.
Okay, you're tired, Hipley.
We were wondering if we could have a moment to discuss, magic business with you.
Sure.
Perhaps
Did you bring
inside-
something more to sell?
I wanted to ask you some questions about maybe if you come across something that might be helpful for us. Something that blocks stunts, spells, or an item that might protect your mind from being read, seen, or entered. Just curious.
I mean, a sleep spell, maybe. If you're asleep, maybe you can't be awakened by someone.
Well, this
you
particular
could actually.
This particular thing is able to enter your minds, especially when you're asleep. We're trying to prevent them from going into our minds.
Oh. I don't know of anything off the top of my head that'll prevent that.
Well, what about the sleep spell? You know what?
I mean, sleep, it will put people to sleep.
She kind of like slides her eyes over to Hibley.
and the old wizard looks at him. Oh yeah. I don't even think you'd have to try.
I'll give you 5 gold if you do it now.
My God.
Everybody just step away from Hipley.
Why don't you all come in?
All
And
right.
You go. When you go in, he's got his chairs and stuff. Here, have a seat, everybody.
Sit.
And he slides a chair over towards Hipley. He says, "Here, you take a seat." It's a very cushiony chair. It has like a nice cushion back and bum. The arms have a little cushion on them. we can discuss this while we're. Let me think about if there's a spell that I can think of or a magic item that can prevent someone's entry into your mind. Hipley, are you awake?
Of course I'm awake. I'm just
Right.
lost in thought. I'm just thinking about a
You look like you could use some sleep. Do you want to go to sleep? Or you not want to go to sleep?
It's two good things to do right now. So right now, no. I mean, later on tonight, sure, but not now. So no, I'm good now. I'll sleep tonight. So no, I do not wish to go to sleep right now.
Give me a moment. I'm going to get you some tea, okay? Help relax your mind a little bit, if you don't mind. You
I
like
already had
tea?
some coffee though. I already had some coffee, so I don't think I
Yeah,
need
coffee
tea.
doesn't relax your mind.
Yeah, I think mine's already feeling a little bit better after having some this morning. So I mean, I can argue that it
He
maybe
goes into the
kinda
kitchen
does.
area and starts making it while you're
You know,
talking.
it's rude to refuse
All of you, the rest
tea
of you,
from-
you want some
from a host.
chamomile tea?
Sure, I would love
Oh,
to have
sure.
some.
That sounds lovely.
I don't drink tea.
Yeah,
I nudged
see?
Jada.
So you're not missing anything. It's not. It's nah.
We should
Well,
all
Herbie.
We should all accept the tea from our host. It's good manners.
And he brings tea around.
And I like you
Have a
to
little-
like
have a little-
Hipley.
Brings it to
Do I
everybody.
like notice this? I mean, because I'm just like,
My insight's pretty high. I wouldn't understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he just brings tea to everybody. Doesn't look like it's any different for anybody else. And it's
Good
it's
health
warm. You
and
should
clear minds.
have it while it's hot. He
I don't
drinks
know,
some
but like I
with
said,
you.
add some coffee. I feel like when it's clear enough. But I mean, I appreciate it though. I mean, why are you trying to push the tea so hard? I mean, it's
Because you look like you're frazzled, and you could use something that will calm your mind a little bit.
but tea
You
or
look
sleep isn't
fast.
going to help that. I mean, tea is not. Trust me, it's not the answer to.
No, we're trying to
It
come
is.
to we're trying to get to the answer right now. We're
I just remembered.
Hmm.
So.
I have that lavender in my herbalism kit.
Oh, just throw some at him.
Just walk by and like wave it by his
Smush.
nose.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, Gwen's like
Does this smell like
just
chloroform?
trying to like punch out Hipley. So yeah.
Oh, it'd be so funny if Decent just came up behind him and did like chloroform. Like, take the lavender. Take the lavender.
Just, like, do I
Just
have
relax, relax.
any crumpets or cookies to go with this? It's just so.
of course. And he goes back in. He brings some little finger cookies.
Ooh, cookies.
Gwen just likes food, so.
That's super valid.
Yeah.
This is good.
I think it's the thing that's bonded us so tight is our love for food.
So
has someone I'm going to describe the lady, the Cerridwen, has this person stopped by before? Have you seen this person before?
yesterday,
Yes. What?
Have they
What
talked
does
to you,
she
or
want?
did
Yes,
you
they-
only see them walking?
no, they talked to me. They're interested in knowing if there were spells I could use for payment for them, but I didn't trust her. She seemed pushy in a way that I don't like. So
That's the thing.
That's
just
for the
said no.
best. Yeah.
That was for the best. I'm going to tell them straight up. They are Rakshasa.
no, she was a little thing.
Nope.
Oh, God.
Disguise.
This guys, we fought this thing in the streets not too long ago.
Well, that would explain the pushiness, I suppose.
And that's what we're trying to deal with right now, which is why we're trying to find a way to keep this out of our minds.
What were they asking for? If you
And I'll give him a gold just for the information, just alone, just because he's given us information.
She was interested in a variety of spells, anything that could whip up sails, make a ship move faster if necessary, ways of causing people to, as a collection, do things they're told collectively. Of course, I don't have any of that stuff, so it was useless to her anyway. But it was interesting, the asking.
So that can locate a person.
No.
What about thing?
She did ask if I could scry, but I have no device or spell for scrying.
Does that mean she can't scry?
I was gonna say that has to mean that, right?
You would think. Well, perhaps they used this already and they're trying to get more. I'm going to try to reach out to Lucy while we're here talking. I'll just kind of step off to the side. And I will literally ask the same thing. Lucy, are you on the Pavel? Chandran knows you will arrive, is looking to stop you.
And you don't get a response.
Fucking Lucy.
Man, may I use your privy? So sorry. Drink about 3 cups.
Of course. It's right out back.
She goes
don't-
out back
Okay.
and she pulls out the orb of scrying or whatever.
Okay.
She's gonna scry on Lucy.
Good idea.
Okay. So when you do that, you see her sitting on a small bed in a tiny room, and you're seeing above her, and on her desk she's drawing with a hand that looks like it's partially metals, gold and green metals, partially flesh, but not like a comfortable amalgamation of them, like almost like a disfigurement, and the machine parts seem to be making the hand parts able to function from outside, not in them. And the sketch seriously looks a lot like Jada, done in pencil, very fine details. You can hear, it's quiet enough in this room that you can even hear the scratch of the pencil across the paper. And while you're looking, you see a little drop of water fall on the paper. Or maybe it's not water.
Maybe through tears.
And it, the hand continues drawing, and then the hand stops after a moment, and you see there's like a motion on her hand, like the machine parts are doing something, and she's like working her hand, and some of the fingers stick in place, and she pulls them to her mouth, and she bites on them to relieve some of the pressure, and then they start moving again, and she picks up the pencil, and her face looks like her hand. Part of it is metals. There's open units where there used to be an eye, and there's now a lens there. And there's areas of flesh that are still visible. But it looks like a large portion of her has been replaced with metals and machines. And they seem to be making her wrinkly, kind of older skin stay functional. And she goes back to drawing. And while you're there, a cabin girl comes in. We'll be arriving in Wythe in 4 days. We're pushing to catch the winds as best we can, ma'am. The captain thanks you for your generosity. Would you like a meal, by the way? And she looks up at her. She goes, first, tell him thank you for turning about for me. I know it's quite the inconvenience. Regardless of the coin, there are 2 payments that get paid in moments like this: the coin and the time. Second, were the meals included in the money I paid for the turnabout? If they were not, then I will do not. I cannot afford another meal at this point. And the girl sees that she's crying, and she goes, are you okay? And she starts to enter the room. She takes a step or 2 in. And she looks at her and she goes, I'm well. I'm going to see my last child for probably the last time when I return to Wythe. So I'm just anticipating what may be the last beautiful moment I have. And the girl goes, of course, the meal's included. As you know, the chef cooks for shit, though. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to handle that. And they both laugh for a moment, and then the girl steps out, and she just goes back to drawing. And when she goes back, when the view comes back down, you can see that there's a part set aside that looks like a headpiece, like part of her head is set aside.
Oh.
And
Okay.
she just draws, and the drawing is, it looks just like Jada. No difference is in anything, like from a perfect memory. And she just sighs as she goes,
Okay.
and your vision fades
I
after a time.
put the crystal away. Actually use the privy and then return.
Okay.
Okay, so what if I did a giant snail?
Oh yes, yes, and
Right?
like we
Right?
slither there across.
Slow.
That'd be, but it would draw a crowd more. Than have to be, the crowds had to be slower to be near. It's not a bad idea.
I like the elk idea personally. We could put a lot of bangles on the antlers.
Why so much effort? We're just. Boop,
It's the
and then-
distraction. You gotta put the effort there.
It-
I mean,
you
if
get
that's,
back.
people in the
that's the kind of like assigned part that they want, then I don't see why we shouldn't let them run wild with it. Oh, that was a pun. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm just saying, inside the tavern, there's going to be plenty of people to be distracting enough minds in there to where it shouldn't be as easy for him to pick up any one person's thoughts unless they're close to him. But if you want to do a yak or an elk or a giant snail or a python or a spider, Jada's correct, dude.
And
Do what you wish.
and Cerridwen comes in from the back.
well, that took you a while.
Well, they didn't have paper out there, so I had to kind of go through my own stuff.
Give it a shake.
Well, I've traveled
Bottom
enough to
wiggle.
know.
Vesryn says this is a joke. Is that what Dwin did to you last night? Give it a shake.
What are we talking about?
What?
The
What?
poison.
No.
Oh, look at that.
What on earth?
Poison.
What?
Oh, milking the spider.
Jada is
We're
clues.
so in the wrong vein. Oh, that was not good.
I
I
don't think
was
I'm the one
referring-
who's tired here. That's
Spider form. You know.
And the mage is just sort of
Poison.
leaning on the table and looking at all of you. So, Hipley, would you like me to put you to sleep for a little bit? You could rest right there. Your friends would be right here with you. I could do it if you wanted me to.
appreciate the offer, but there's no time to sleep. There's things happening, and
There's
We don't
nothing
have
happening
time
right
to
now,
sleep.
Hibley. We need you at your best.
Oh yeah, there's time to rest, and honestly, you need it. You don't even think straight right now.
We have like 5 days. What's a couple hours right now? You getting some rest going to make a difference? We still have no clue what our next move is. And perhaps if you sleep now, you will actually be able to sleep versus at night.
I mean, can I sleep on my own terms? If I go sleep right now, would that be good enough?
Yeah.
You can always carry up if you need to take your places.
Was the privy clean? I don't remember if I cleaned it.
Oh, it was fine.
Okay, phew, thank goodness. Vesryn, make me an insight check. Desus, make me an insight check.
Ooh, rolled a pretty good roll there.
Use this middle one.
Cerridwen, are you trying to hide your thoughts on what happened? Are you trying to mask?
Oh shoot!
Oh, that I scried?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So can you make me a
Okay.
deception check?
I got a dirty 20.
I got a 15 total.
Okay.
Let's go deception.
My deception. Perception. Okay, that's a 17.
Yeah, you look, yeah. A little bit of
I'm caught up in the snail idea.
yeah. Vesryn, she looks a little different coming in, but you know, maybe the privy wasn't as clean as he said, and she was being nice. All right. Well, if you would like to take a rest, let me know. If not, I could come this evening to your hotel or your inn, and give you some sleep tonight, if that would be of assistance.
I'm like looking at him like this is a good idea. Take it. Take the idea.
It's an idea. That'd be
Where would you be staying at?
Marmaduke says, you can't miss it.
Oh, wonderful. Haven't seen Ms. Bardusa in a while. Lovely woman.
Can I do
Produce.
Miss
Can I do
Miss Bardusa.
She
Can I
shows
do an
him with
insight
something
on-
nice.
on him? Is he the same wizard that we met 2 years ago, or has he been
Oh
replaced?
gosh.
He's a
Oh my
Rakshasa.
gosh. He's
Okay,
like,
I would like
I'll
to-
see you
insight.
tonight.
I'm
Like,
trying to see.
wait.
Do I get the
Inside
same
him.
vibes?
Sure, you do. Just old. But he's not. He's not.
Could that be terrifying?
Would
you
you
want to
roll?
roll? Because okay, I thought you were answering me. I was like, I didn't roll. 16, 19.
Seems like the same guy. Doesn't seem like anything different.
I don't like the word seems. It's not.
That's,
Really
I
don't
always,
know
use,
the word
I
here.
always use the word seems, whether you get it or not.
well, we should probably go back. Any other? Well, thank you for your time. If you can think of anything that might be useful, let us know.
I will, and I'll see you tonight then, if you want.
Come by, even if he doesn't take you up on your service. Maybe we can, cover your bath
Sure.
at least for making the trip down. To be kind.
I could use a cleansing. Actually, maybe a bath would be good. All
All
right.
right.
You head out.
Well, that was a bust as we leave. That's sort of. So,
Yeah.
Well, we know because of the spells they're looking for, they're desperate to try and get to Lucy.
all right. So, we've contacted Captain Amari. Nothing. I've tried to reach out to Lucy. Nothing on that. No magic
Still
to protect our
nothing?
minds. I reached out. I didn't hear anything. So Lucy did not respond. But again, there could be a lot of reasons. Perhaps she's worried that I'm Chandran trying to impersonate somebody else. I mean, maybe she doesn't want to share too much information.
Have they responded to you before?
Yes, before when I first reached out, but after I had given an original warning about Chandran, that was the last time I spoke with Lucy. So there could be reasons for that. The wizard, like I said, the wizard has nothing. The last thing that we can really look into would be Decis's plan of seeing if we can get our own little boat, and perhaps we could use the next couple of days of learning how to sail it with Decis's guidance, and then head out.
Nothing bad ever happens when unskilled sailors hit the sea with a sailboat.
We have
Yeah, right.
one skilled sailor.
We have one.
Yeah. That,
Out of
We have
Odds
one.
of our
sailor.
favor.
And slips aren't too bad.
yeah, they're easy enough.
Hibley's read a book about about sailing and things like that. So
Jada's from the
That's all you
desert,
need.
so
Hey, Vesryn grew up
Right.
on boats. Vesryn grew up on boats.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so you're not completely unskilled.
And
I'm a bard.
unlike our dear
That's
friend
okay.
looking for spells, I can prepare spells to make us go faster on a boat.
oh, you might be a Rakshasa, but we have a druid.
Yeah.
what up?
All
Try
right,
facing
so-
my fiendish nature.
Hey, hey.
So, should we go see if we can secure ourselves a vessel for a couple days?
Well, we might as well try, or at least find out where they're going to be docking.
Yes, that is a good idea. We can probably assume that she's on the, what did you call it? Pavel.
The Pavel. So,
Okay. So you head to the docks. You get there. There's still people, all over the dock areas because the ships. There aren't really enough hotels here, so the ships are acting as hotels as well as transport. But none of the ships are moving. They're all still sitting in the docks. And there are smaller boats on the other side of the dock areas. Smaller, sailing ships. Well, everything is a sailing ship or a rowboat, so that's all you're getting. And they're not being used like the others. Some of them are used for fishing. Some of them are used. None of them look like they're out there for pleasure. They're just work boats. So, what do you want to do while you're here?
Can we not get one of the row? Because that seems like a lot of effort, and that's my
We'll
arms are
want-
tired. So let's.
We'll want to
Sure,
sail.
Want something
Definitely
fast.
want to sail. And then when we go, I can prepare my spell so that I can use wind to help the journey. We should see about pricing. Maybe I can barter a little bit to bring it down.
So when you get out there, there's kind of a middle-aged woman sitting on the boat. She eyes you suspiciously as you come.
Suspiciously.
Yeah, a bunch of people coming to the boat on the docks that nobody that is a guest or whatever goes to.
Hello.
Hello.
So, we're hoping to rent a boat, like a sloop, something with a sail, later in the week. We want to.
The sail right there. It's just folded down.
Great. How much is that to rent it?
How far do we need to go? You need to go
Well,
around
based
the other side
on-
of the island, or one of the smaller islands up off to the north, around the bend.
yeah, maybe one of the small
I
islands
think
around the
Maybe
bend.
like a journey's, like a day's outing.
I lean over and I was, if we can meet off one of the islands off, we can then, hopefully Lucy's at least hearing me. We can tell them to meet us at the island. Right? Go there, sit at the island, set up camp, wait there. Just a thought. Plus, if our friend does come looking, we'll be away from the city, less potential,
You got more friends, or it's just the 5 of you?
It will just be us on the ship, yes.
Your friends there's talking about bringing more friends or something. And that I don't even have space for the 6 of us to be on here. It'll be tight just to get all of you in with me.
Well, it'll just be us, and we're thinking maybe at least the next nearest isle.
Oh, okay. That's doable. It'll take a day to get out there. Are you going over there for? I mean, it's not really crabbing season. They're not crossing the island yet in the mangroves, but you planning to drop traps or something?
Just artistic inspiration, some
Oh,
on the air, very
of course.
inspiring. So just
That makes sense, I suppose, around here. Okay. So there's 5 of you. You're going to need food.
we don't need you to provide food. We can provide our own food.
All right. It's going to be 6 gold pieces to get you across and back. I'll stay out there for a day if you need me to before we head back. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. Are you talking about today, or are you talking about?
Oh no, later in the week.
Ah,
Or just get an idea of rental prices. Or even buying a
Oh.
boat, but I don't know if we have enough gold for that.
I think you put a lot of your gold into the magic items. Like a lot of the
Cool.
gold.
I still have like 300.
Jeez. Okay. Well, okay.
Okay.
I don't sleep when I got money. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Um.
Are you?
All Deese's gold is
Great.
gone.
Are you
This is a-
situated here? Is this
Where's
where
my
you
gold?
stay? If we want to find you, can we find you at this spot?
I'm always here unless I'm out doing some fishing.
Crazy thought, but one of our artistic competitors, I describe what Chandra looks like. They're trying to beat us out there. Have they come at you already to try to get out there? They've been in a little competition.
Did you say artistic competitors? What is that?
Oh, I mean, sometimes us artists have competitions with each other to see who can maybe do something better. So
Ain't nobody come and talk to me until you. Not since all these ships showed up to meet their families and whatnot.
hopefully we didn't bother you too much by
No.
stuff by.
Well, for your time and your assistance, I'll give her 2 silver.
Thank you.
I gotta remove
I'm here when you need me.
All right, thank you.
Well, yeah, because we got paid too from Mama Producer.
Yep,
Yeah.
that was where most of the money went towards. Well, you probably still have
Oh,
yours,
yeah.
don't you? Because you didn't get a magic item.
Oh yeah. Have a big lump of gold. It's like
You're talking about me
Alright.
being Mr. Moneybags. Well, we should probably. I'm gonna have Soul. When we start to walk away, I'm gonna have Soul sit on the roof near here,
Okay.
like try to like somewhere where she can watch from a distance, and then we're going to tell her if Chandran or somebody wearing similar clothes, what looks like any of the forms we've seen of Chandran, talks to her, signal me, or come find me back at Mama Produces.
Okay. And Soul nods, caws.
And I will wait to send her until we're kind of around a corner, away from like most eyes, so that way, if Chandran was watching us,
Yeah.
hopefully doesn't see Soul fly up there and land.
What are you doing with the rest of your day?
so. Oh, there you guys go.
We should go
Listen.
see what time, day, schedule the pav was coming in. Where
Yes,
it's
talk to
coming in.
the dock masters, harbor
Yes.
masters. See the charting.
Maybe we can figure out which island we want to go to based on where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me see if I can find someone. I did work
Yeah,
the docks a little bit while staying with the lunatics,
There's a
so
harbor master's office.
Yeah.
So when you go there, there's an elf in there that is going over some scrolls, some parchments, and counting some coin. You can see in the window. It's not a big office. If you're gonna sit out there and spy, you may as well come in.
ding ding ding.
What can I do for you?
We're actually trying to figure out the charting of a ship. It left some time ago, but it's doing a turnaround. The Pavov?
The Pavo?
Pavo? Yes, sorry.
Oh. And he starts going through a bunch of papers, and they left. They're doing a turnaround. How do you know that? I don't have any paperwork on that, so I wouldn't know when they're arriving.
Well, I look to Vesryn.
We believe they're arriving in like 3, 4, 5 days.
Ah, you know more than me.
So where would if depending on the route that they would have left and gone in the journey where they're going, if they had to turn around, where would they be coming back through? What part? Like, what would be their route back here?
If they
Not
had
on a
left,
map or something.
they were going to Cerridwen, which on the map is, but they wouldn't have made it to Cerridwen yet. So if they're doing a turnaround, they're somewhere in the middle.
Probably looping around that wolf's run.
Yeah, maybe if they may have gotten that far, depending on the waters and of course the moons. Probably there was a pretty chaotic night 2 nights ago that might have affected their course. Although the right kind of roughness to the waves can push you faster too, not slow you up.
Mm-hmm.
Do these islands have names? These smaller ones? Like the ones around Wythe, there's like 1 to
Yeah.
the south. Yeah.
They have names. Do I have to make them up all now? No.
Yes, all of them, all the islands.
World
Well, at
building.
least the bottom one, the one that's closest to their route coming back.
One right above Wolf's Run. That's all black.
I don't know if that's a named island yet.
We can name it ourselves. Okay.
We'll name it Book Club.
You're not in book club, remember?
it in.
You
I've been
I'm
demoted.
totally in the
with the
book club.
moves.
I have a spell book. I am the book club.
Oh. Okay. Well, okay.
Undying. That's Undying.
Dying.
Undying. Oh, that sounds
That doesn't
Undying.
bode well. That does not bode well. That is not.
Undying.
Yes. UNDINE.
Oh, like Lindy. Okay.
I'm dying to go there.
But
All right, Undying.
So based on that length.
How long does it take to get there from here? Just curious. Like when they be going back there, how far would they be away from here?
To Cerridwen?
No, from Undying to here.
Oh.
When they reach around that area, how long
It would take
them
them a
to
week
get
to get back with the right weather.
Well, I'm saying like when they were coming back, when they were nearing Undying, how far away would that be from here? The island.
So he wants to measure the route from Wythe to Undyne.
It'd be
But
about
I'm asking like how many days we'd have to wait once they were there. Like I'm not asking like
if they were at
that's
Undyne,
all.
it would have been a week out from here, so they would have been a week into the journey.
Undying.
So to get to Cerridwen, you'd be at 2.5, 3 weeks to get all the way.
Okay. So that sloop take us to there? I thought they were gonna take us.
You want to
day
take a
out.
sloop across the strait? Ooh.
No. I'm not. No, this is me talking to the party. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm not. I'm not in character voice. I'm saying like, I was under the impression there was islands near here that we could.
Yeah,
go to.
there are a lot of islands that are not on the map. They're just tiny. They're so tiny that
Okay.
they don't show like that.
We weren't sure if those were the. I think that's why we're asking about those islands. If those would be the islands that she was taking us to.
No,
So-
the island she was going to take you to is the one north of Wythe. There's 2 islands above it, bigger ones. Not
What about
bigger
that
than
one smaller
Wythe.
one beneath it, the lower one?
Yeah, you could go there too. Either way.
All right, that's the one we should go to. Whatever the name that one is. Yeah, is that one named? Sorry, I need to know
Yes,
for when I
it's
send a
named.
message.
It's named. Ugh. Page of bad names. Let's see.
Book Club Island.
Oh my gosh.
Elf.
You're gonna throw in a book club again for the second time.
He keeps bringing up the book club when he's
You have to go to sleep before you can make that decision.
Haldus.
Hold this.
Haldus. HALDIS.
Right.
It is a cool looking journal. Tiffany, I saw. I was like, oh man, the cover look cool.
Oh, if is anyone a fan of the Swan Princess movie by Nest Animation? Okay. This says How to Offend Women in 5 Syllables or Less by
Yes.
Prince Derek. You can get it at swanprincessseries.com.
Nice plug. Nice plug.
Yep.
All right. Well, is there anything else, Thesis, that we need to know?
Gotta figure out our charting. If we're going to that island, it looks like it might be still more than a day to get to it.
Which means we should all right, we should probably, if they're 4 days away, and it's going to take us 2 days to get there, we should probably leave tomorrow and have them meet us there.
But
Or
our
maybe even
weapons-
tonight, or even today, honestly. It's still early enough. We've only gotten up, met there. We could see if she could take us sooner for a little bit extra cost. Maybe I'll give her 10 gold if she can take us now.
Yeah, we can go up there earlier.
And then Hipley can sleep on the boat.
Sure, I'm okay with the plan.
Yeah, where he's safe for sleeping.
All right.
Well, things I want to do here, but yeah, we can definitely go now.
But what do you do about your
definitely-
magic items?
It's true.
Yeah,
Oh,
some of
gosh.
us are without a weapon right now.
All right.
In this
So
particular fight, all of you are without a weapon for the most part,
Hmm.
I
have a
will
dagger.
send Lucy a message.
except dropping
try
a
again.
house, maybe.
I'm still good.
No,
I'm
that's
still
be
good.
it's a week or a couple days later.
Right, it's too early.
I'm gonna send a message to Lucy. I'm gonna try to.
Oh,
Hopefully, it'll go through this time.
Jada, what languages does Lucy know?
What languages does Lucy know?
At least all the languages you know.
Okay. Common, Elvish, Sylvan, Primordial.
I'll say it in Sylvan then. Perhaps if I say it in Sylvan, she'll know it's us.
What's something like she would know that between you and her, something like that,
Maybe,
like a memory or
or
a phrase.
because we all
Mind
know
you-
about the pin.
I only have
Maybe
so many words.
Well, like a phrase or a joke or something.
Pin of the heart, going to Holdus. I'm Holdus. She knows about the pen. We know about the pen. She knows we know about the pen. We know about Jada's internal workings. She knows about Jada's internal workings. Maybe that's enough.
But I feel like Chandran's. Yeah, it's
Is it
it's
one
definitely
more or
worth a
2
shot.
more days? 1 more or 2 more days before our weapons are done.
It's a while, I thought, right?
Yeah, 4 more
Or-
days.
Yeah,
It's a while.
It's well, you're in your second day, and you're probably getting midway through it. It's probably 3 days from here, 3.5 days.
Okay.
They're 4 days out. So it seems
If
like
we're
we either go-
lucky, we pick up our weapons.
Yeah,
I will prepare.
They were 2 days out more than getting your weapons, unless
I
they
will-
somehow sped up or something.
Suddenly.
Well, we might be able to see if I can speed him up or somehow.
I can at least speed us up to get us to the island if we want to meet there.
It's
Well,
worth suggesting, but what if she
Alright.
doesn't answer because we can't? She can't.
So we could go check on our weapons, and just see if maybe they've had any luck in getting it done faster. Not
I mean,
pushy
they've
or
at least
anything.
finished probably some of them.
True.
I have 4 weapons across a week.
Yeah, let's see if they're almost done. I mean, I don't usually use my weapon, to be honest.
Yeah, if mine doesn't get done, well, it's okay. I can focus on just making sure you all stay alive.
I would would still feel better if we had weapons, all of us. But let's see where they're at with that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come down to us either going and trying to meet there, or getting our weapons and taking our chances here. Because I really don't see that captain of that ship sitting around on the island of Holdus for a couple of days waiting for us to meet them offshore when they're just days away from here.
Could we even get them to stop too? Is another. I mean, well, because we tell them we're going to be there, how are we going to know that they'll be able to get the ship just to make like an impromptu?
Yes. I mean, we could always offer money. People take money for things
I think
like
we can
that.
convince her to do a lot with gold, to be honest.
Oh, I mean the ship itself. I mean like the ship that we're trying to, because we want them to meet us at the island, right?
Yes.
Or we're gonna.
We're talking about
mean-
the ship coming in, Pavel.
We could be at the island and then see if, as Pavo's coming by, we can go.
But if we go to
over-
the island now, which would get us there just in time for them to come by it,
Yeah.
based on how far they're out, because it's going to take us like a day and a half, 2 days to get there. They're 4 days out, which means once they get to that point, they're only 2 days out, which is, you know what I'm saying?
You don't know they're 4
So-
days out. You think they're.
No, I know. I'm talking. You're right. You haven't told us that, but I'm saying I'm thinking above game, mathematically for us to how we would coordinate this.
It feels like it would be really close.
And besides, even if I don't know that, we would know that they're like a week out.
They're on the. Yeah, we know they're on the way. So like.
If we waited, it may be too close to call for us to get there in time, even with me not knowing that. Honestly, they may still be waiting for us if we waited for our weapons. But
Well, let's just see
Tough
where
call.
they are.
yeah. Well, we can go check on the weapons. We should see that first. See how they're doing. If they need anything from us, or if anything
Do
else
anything to
is good.
speed up the process. I mean, I can cook. People gotta eat.
Yeah.
If you want to jump days, we can jump days, or you can do things each night if you want.
Yeah, I'm fine with jumping days.
Okay.
Well,
If that's what you want to do, just let me know.
too.
I do think that we should have somebody with Hipley while he's resting.
Now
I
that
had a plan for it. I'll keep going.
Well, I was just gonna say, now that I know, or now that Jada has told everybody what they were thinking, they're going to stay with Hipley from here on out. But like we know from experience that doesn't necessarily do anything. If they're dreaming, then there's not much we can do to try to wake them up.
Well, already I did to take a nap today. I was going to Jada, you can come if you want to. It's fine. I guess I want to go alone, but I was going to my where I teach at. It's kind of like, I know they'll probably have like an office, like in a little area that I'm helping teach at. I'm probably trying to crash there, surrounded by things that I like and things of that nature. So that's where I was gonna go and kind of grade papers. So I passed out, and then Jade, if you want to go there, I can. It'd be fun anyways. I can show you some of the papers I'm grading and let you read some of them. You know.
Yeah.
So.
I want to say something to Hipley without letting him know that I know at some point. I want to just say, like, if Chandran offers you or tries to, get you to do something,
That's
Remember
kind of a
the
big
fiend.
stretch.
remember the fiend. It's not big. I know what. I've already been told. So I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying
that's
this,
right.
but
That's
I'm,
right.
Well,
Jada told
I'm
me.
trying to act like I don't
you're right.
know.
Well, but
Jada
Jade
told
knew either.
me.
Jada did assume that something happened too, because I never
Yes,
clearly stated.
You told her. You
Did I?
stated that you might make a deal if it would make things better.
Yeah, but
It
I
was
didn't say I met someone that night though. I said I might have made a deal, but never said.
Yes, but I do know that the debut. It's a lot of inferring, but I like
True.
A
That's a good. Yeah,
equals
that's
B,
true.
B equals C.
Yeah.
Times
My
C.
inside, my passive insight is 15. Okay.
Yeah. It's good. Those are good
Just-
inferences.
Just remember, if fiends will lie, they will trick you, they will make you promises, and they will find ways to weasel out of them. Just be careful, whatever Chandran does or says to you in that. It's not to be trusted.
If he ever comes again, then I will definitely keep that in mind.
Just be
We're gonna-
safe.
Yeah, you can come if everyone wants to come too. I mean, we always want to come and show you where I've been teaching at. I mean, that way you guys can all see me getting rest because I'm going to take a nap there, so that you guys can all verify that I'm sleeping. So if you guys want to go and take a nap there. Won't be that
Can-
long because then we can go down to see about the weapons. So
I can make you a lavender oil.
do smell pretty nice, nice fragrance.
We will get
Might not
there.
go all
I'll-
out.
Suddenly,
Awesome lavender oil.
ooh, maybe we can use that against Chandran. Maybe knock him out with that somehow.
Interesting.
Because
Oh,
a
wow,
lavender.
that's great. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. Yes.
Is that special lavender from the field?
Yep, you have it.
I-
You make a
Might have
lavender oil carefully so it doesn't blow in your own face while you're doing it.
Yep, I
in the
make
pond.
sure.
Squeeze it just right.
Please.
Still the oils.
Still it.
I mean, because we can just get it to blow in its face. I mean, because that can be carried. As long as just drop it, that area. I mean, if other people fall asleep, that's not that bad. They're just asleep.
Yeah.
So-
Get them to sniff pepper and they sneeze, and I have a handkerchief with the oil on, and I pass it to them and be like, "Oh, you look like you need to wipe your nose. Here you go."
Or we could
Perfect.
literally just douse if we have soul just douse like where they are. I mean, if it gets other people, that's fine. They're just asleep.
Yeah, but we don't have a yak involved yet, so
True.
Terrible plan.
I mean,
love
I
how
could be a
I love-
yak with a handkerchief and be like,
I like where this is
"Mm."
going.
I love how every plan either involves Desus as a yak or an elk, or his soul swooping in and dropping shit on Chandran.
Or soul can be riding on the yak.
Good night,
like
Inside
soul.
Checked. See you on Friday. Inside Checked. I'll be running on your stream. A little Tales from the Loop.
Yeah.
Tales from the Loop.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
So as you're making the lavender, can you make me a wisdom save?
Wisdom save. Druid's
Oh,
bread
no.
and butter.
Yeah, you'll make it.
Hopefully, as long as I don't roll low.
I got this.
Yeah. So 15 and my thing is +6. So yeah.
So you don't knock yourself out, and you think that it came out right. And Hipley is sitting over there
At my
at
office.
teaching desk, waiting
Right.
for you in your lavender
you-
oil.
Hipley, you consent to this? I don't want to apply to anything if you're not consenting.
It's just tea, so it's just like a thing of tea.
Well, it's just a little bit of oil, so
Oil.
dab a bit under your nostril, and you'll be relaxed. And
Not habit forming, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I like drink, like taste, or just like sniff?
no, just dab a bit on your finger and dab it on your upper lip there, and then let the smell sink in. Just take a big, deep, relaxing breath.
All right, dab finger under nostril. Just take a deep breath. I'm sitting down because I'm like, let me make sure I'm sitting down. Let's take a deep breath.
And when you take in that deep breath, you sort of wobble, and then you go back, and you are out like a light. There it is. Sleep. You found a way to sleep.
Hopefully, whatever magics are with that lavender will benefit.
Makes him hallucinate. Wakes up with it's not even Chandran, just some other hallucinations.
I see someone. There's someone.
What are the rest of you
They're right
doing?
behind you.
What are the rest of you doing while he sleeps in the office?
I'm going to read the papers he gave me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the rest of you staying with him or going to do other stuff?
Staying in here. I will try to see through Soul's eyes if it's not too far away. I
Yeah.
don't know how far away this is from there.
Yeah.
And just kind of every so often check in and see if there's
Sure.
anything happening at the docks.
No.
there's like gardens around the bathhouse, right?
Yes, beautiful
Okay.
ones.
Jesus, do you want to tour the gardens with me?
Oh, sure, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a walk.
I've been wanting to do it. We just haven't had a lot of time to sit and.
Yeah, I wanted to look at the gardens. They're just so like pristine and clean cut. It's weird.
I know, right? Who
It is
does
weird.
that? Apparently
Like,
it's
why
weird.
is the bush square?
Yeah, I mean, just let it grow.
Makes
And
no
we
sense.
walk out. And while she's walking, and in the garden, I'm gonna make a perception check to make sure we're alone.
Okay, make it.
We're alone now.
We haven't been doing that the whole time. We
Like
haven't.
a
Oh my
shower
god.
around.
Okay, so that's a 28.
Yeah,
Ooh.
seem to be completely alone.
So, I used the orb to spy on Lucy.
Oh.
She's alive. She's at Siege. She's drawn up a map of, well, I should say schematic of Jada. I don't think she's in good health. I think she's been kind of falling apart as life has been going on. But she's under the impression that this will be her last time meeting up with Jada. Also, the ship is coming day early,
Oh,
and I've been kind of holding on to this information because, I mean, Hipley's been acting real weird. He's been visited by a Rakshasa. We got eyes everywhere.
yeah.
And, well, I feel like I should tell at least one of you.
I understand. That's. I mean, I get Lucy's thinking, especially with Vesryn continuing to message her. It's probably, yeah. And yeah, Hipley has me deeply worried with his current very tired state. And when I saw the flower wilt on the corsage and how I felt about it, it was. I think Lillian was trying to tell me something.
Do you think the Rakshasa did something to him? Like, hit him? Or, well,
If fiendish nature serves well, is at least giving him something that he thinks might help. But it probably would be to their benefit as opposed to ours.
well, I mean, I'd have to mind to go out and ahead of time on my own. But it doesn't seem very smart, especially when we got so many eyes everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I kept thinking I could always swim. Because I can be a sea creature, just keep on swimming. But I think we all keep thinking we might try and split off to do something, but I think any of us trying to do something for each other without anyone's input or knowledge or consent isn't going to work out for the best.
Yeah, and well, now we're gonna go to the island ahead of time anyway, so. Anyway, I think it'd be better as a surprise that she show up early, since we're already gonna be there. And that way, if it is spying on us somehow, the less people know about it.
Mm.
So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, did we check on the weapons and their
We're about to.
progress?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I thought then why did we come back?
We
Oh,
were
sorry.
going to get them. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to let Hipley sleep, but if Jada's watching him, we could go check on weapons. It's not
Yeah,
too
let's go
far out of
check on
town.
him. Yeah, let's go check on him.
Okay, we'll let the others know we're going to check on him. That way we don't all have to go.
Yeah. Go back inside.
Okay, they're inside.
Find Vesryn. Tell him we're gonna check on the weapons. We're gonna check on the weapons. Maybe we can help somehow.
Hipley, you wake up and you see that you're sitting in the office and there's this woman in front of you
Oh
standing
my
there.
god. Oh my god.
I see what
Oh
you're doing
my God.
here, Hipley. You're trying to avoid me when I'm trying to have a discussion with you. Why are you trying to avoid me? We've not consummated our deal yet.
And there's no one else here, so like it's the room. Like, do I see anyone else?
It's the same room you were in. It's exactly the same. Just no, they all left or something. Everyone else, you see Hipley kind of like shaking for a moment, and then he sits up, like bolt upright, and then lays back down to sleep. And when he does, he opens his eyes for a moment, but his eyes are rolled up in his head, and he just falls back
I can do that.
into his bed.
Ew, please don't.
I will try to wake him up.
I'll try to wake
Well, that
him up.
lavender oil, phew, that stuff is...
Oh my
Dispel
god.
magic.
got
Killed me.
peppermint.
Dispel magic.
Guys, okay.
Dispel magic on him.
Okay, you can dispel magic on him.
All right. I'll do it at 4th level.
Okay.
Guidance.
And suddenly Chandran is just fades away into nothingness, and you see Vesryn in front of you and the rest of your friends right behind him, and you are sitting up and looking out at them.
Well, now we can see why you're tired.
You just sat up a moment ago. Your eyes rolled back in your head, and then you fell back. You didn't wake up when we tried to wake you, so I dispelled magic on you. Seemed to work.
Yeah. So I think so. Wow. So I'm beyond tired. Okay. So I can.
I had a thought.
Yeah. It's.
I have a thought.
Go.
Hipley, are you still hanging on to that claw?
I could pull it in a pocket. Like, I mean. Yeah, this little parting gift that he left. Yeah, and I kind of am.
Can I see it, please?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I turn to Vesryn.
Detect magic.
It is magic. There's a little rune in it even that you have seen in the past on coins in Elixia.
Oh,
And
this rings true.
this is basically this allows the caster to infiltrate your mind and torment you constantly, trying to get you to do what they want you to do.
You also know that it allows them to, once they get enough hold, to dominate person on them through the dream, and it extends the length of it to a full day each time, which means if he does it every day, dominated forever.
That's terrible.
Jesus. Okay. Well.
Yeah, and I would relay that to you as well.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I had a thought.
This is very good thought. Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you,
that
Lynn.
thought with us.
So if we get rid of this, Hipley can sleep again.
Hopefully, yes.
Potentially, yes. We can definitely try.
Right?
Destroy it.
Okay, well, let's go.
Is there, where we're at right now? We're inside the office. Is there anything like heavy that we can use to try to smash it?
Do we still have the chisel? Oh no, we lent the chisel.
The chills you don't have right now.
If you get a crush one of these books, perhaps from like Hippie, like, don't you dare use one of these.
I
No,
can
a book
guiding
wouldn't work.
bolt it at 3rd level.
I can stomp on it. I mean,
Let's step outside. Step outside and put it on the ground, and try guiding bolts on it. Well, first, let me try to hit it with a firebolt. Maybe the firebolt will be enough to do it.
I'm
If not,
gonna
then
just tie it to a stick or something and put it in the ground. Practice. I've been flying around everywhere.
I'll try to hit the
Blast.
That's the
firebolt.
sound your firebolts make. It's pew pew pew
Yeah, there you
sounds.
go. Firebolt, Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna
Well,
Eldritch
Hipley, same
Blast
time.
it. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
We all
Eldritch
just
Blast
fire
and
it at
Firebolt.
once.
Yeah.
All of our rage.
Yeah.
A scorching ray.
It's a hag body all over again.
Out of the town, too. It's like in the middle, like just like people walking by.
Hold on, guys. I got this. Fireball.
Middle of town too.
In the middle of town, just like
It was a cursed item. We had to do it.
it's
we had
completely normal.
it.
Wait, I have Dispel Magic prepared, actually.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
You want to try to you want to try to do it out on the first best. If we do that, it might weaken it enough to where we can.
Yeah. Let me try. I've seen you do it enough times. I think I can. I think I can do it.
Guidance.
Yes, guidance.
Mhm.
I can guide myself because I know what I'm doing.
Ah, cool. I was just joking, but yeah, that works too.
I mean, I can cast Enhance Ability. Or I can serenade you. I could do all
Oh.
the things.
Well, we did go on a romantic walk through a garden.
Yeah.
So,
Get Eldritch
That's a
Blast, but I don't know if that's going to help
competition,
you.
When did this happen?
oh well.
Odwin professed her undying love, and I was like,
The
Odwin,
flowers are everywhere.
it's just blossoms are falling and
All the
caressing her.
shoujo
Oh,
bubbles.
Oh my god.
Vesryn would know that all romance starts in a garden, and
yeah.
I mean,
Always.
her last one did.
that's true. And it's in the book. So you totally
is.
know.
Yep.
All right, so you set it up.
You have
put it
a
on the
bardic inspiration.
stick.
I have to roll to dispel this. It's a 3rd level dispel. I can't do any higher.
Okay. Give it a shot.
Okay. So I got guidance. I have been romantically inspired. I'll need it because it's very low. Okay, max to the inspiration. That's at 17. Oh, and I got 3 on my guidance, so that is 30-20.
And the claw crumbles to dust and drops off the end of the stick.
Yeah. To blast it.
Just hold my cruth up. Yes.
With the exact number you needed.
Hibley just tips over and just passes out on the ground.
I
Just to sleep
catch
out.
Hipley and just ease him onto my shoulder.
Like a ragdoll. Just
Do we want to try? Do we want to take him back in here? Or do we want to carry him back to the?
I got him.
Or do you want to take him inside? Or do you want to take him back to the to Mama Bardusa's? Put him in his actual bed.
Do we want to go back to Mama Bardusa's when the Rakshasa and O's were there?
That's fair enough. There's other inns here. We can stay somewhere else for the night.
Yeah, since now we've got rid of the object, we can at least go somewhere else for Hipley so the Rakshasa doesn't know. Jada can stay. We can still check for our items, our weapons.
You could. So you find another inn close, and you check in and get a room or a couple of rooms, however you want to do it, and
The
drop them into a
biggest-
bed.
I
Yeah,
would
they're,
say
yeah, you can
we
rent a
get the
common room,
biggest,
like
the
yeah,
biggest room.
a
and then we just
multi-bedroom.
Yeah, kind of pile in.
Yeah.
Pile in there.
over party.
Summer
A
party.
party room.
In midday.
I think we should
Midday
take
The
Summer
book
party
club.
tonight
The book
on
club
Hipley.
club.
Yes.
We should take watches on Hipley tonight.
Agreed.
Yes.
I mean, I don't sleep, so.
I mean, geez, I only just almost got corrupted. Okay, like I'm fine. Okay.
It's just an almost corruption, guys. Relax.
Didn't happen.
It's just almost.
It's just an almost.
So,
All right.
are you going? What else are you going to do? Anything else today? I think you were going to check on the weapons. Anything else?
Yeah.
I would have taken a short rest at some point today, so that way I have my 4th level slot back in case I need to dispel magic later.
Well, now that you're in the hotel, you could probably take a short rest here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take a short rest.
So everyone will take a short rest. Okay. So you get a short rest in. You get an afternoon nap, and oh my god, it feels good. It's not as comfortable or nice, but you all get some sleep. And you wake up after your short rest. Hipley is still sleeping.
Did you guys want
Didn't
to
want-
check on those weapons now?
Sure, we can go do that.
Yeah.
So who's going and who's staying?
Going.
Jada and I can stay and keep an eye on Hipley while he rests.
Okay.
Sure. You know. Start
Makes
walking.
sense.
Yes.
Okay, you go check on the weapons. They are making progress. They'll be done in the time frame they said they'd be done.
Did they have
And-
any already done?
No.
Okay, so they just get them to like a certain point, and then they'll
Yes.
call us over and we'll complete it. Okay.
But one of them does say, Pepsis, she goes, have you thought about the names you're going to give these weapons?
Names?
Because without a name, you can't really bond with it. I mean, that is part of enchantment. So you'll need to name your weapon and create a bond. And once you do so, the enchantment will be complete.
That's
But don't tell
cool.
anybody the
No.
name, because anyone who knows the name could get benefit of that enchantment.
Mm,
Okay.
got
I can only imagine the names you guys are gonna come up with. Oh my gosh.
it.
Yak brush.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Would be amazing, but no.
And
What
you
if I already have a bond with my weapon? Because we've been together for centuries.
that's wonderful. You need to make a special attunement to the enchantment as part of it.
That was Jazz talking. Jada's out there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's
Judy's
right. You're
in-
not there.
Okay, well,
Well,
let's see how
Is
there's
there anything we could do to help speed things up at all? I know that
Yeah, we're
might not-
both great cooks.
well, it might not be realistic, but we're on a very tight schedule. I need ounce of time when we get good.
Do either of you know how to smelt gold?
I mean, I can give it a go. Jack of all trades.
Giving a go is a little risky, because if it's not done right and the gold doesn't come out at the right time, it could delay or even make it not be complete, finishable.
Oh, what if we found someone to help you who was a goldsmith?
You mean let one of those people in the town come into where we do
Oh
what
yeah,
we
you
do?
want to be secret. Okay, no. Okay.
Yeah, that's a big no.
I can inspire you with my bardic music.
Yes.
Oh, music could be nice.
Right. I begin playing.
Okay. Are you
And-
actually trying to inspire them?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And I just begin with like a, well, I ask them, what do you like to hear? Do you want something catchy? Do you want something just in the background?
Oh, we both love to sing. Do you like to sing? Can you play something we can sing to?
Yes,
All
of
of us?
course. Yeah.
Do you sing, Desus?
If
I
it's a
do see
shanty-
shanties, yeah.
Oh, well then we should all sing whatever it is you want. We can even make up the words. It really doesn't matter. It's
Oh, making up is always fun.
the music that's fun. And as you start to play, they start making up songs with you, and they start passing songs. They like look at you, and it's your line, and it becomes this kind of almost like a game of wordsmithing to music,
Yeah.
and it's quite fun. But one thing that you do notice is when you play the music, they do move a little faster at the things they're doing, because they move with the rhythm as they do the stuff. They tap the hammers, as they pour in the gold. It actually feels like they might be moving a little quicker.
Okay, yeah, I'll just expend all my bardic inspiration.
Okay. So you go through the night playing music. Back at the hotel, where there's no cool music to be inspired by.
I can play my lute.
It's not the same though.
I swear I'm
asleep.
good.
You're asleep.
Actually pretty good.
Not even
Yeah, I
sure
rolled a
plan.
natural 17.
Hipley.
No. Like what? Like no. Who was whispering?
You
There's
know
no way.
the voice, but it doesn't seem the same. Like you don't see anybody in front of you. It's like they're just talking to you. Hipley, what happened to the gift?
I think I have some. I think I have.
Vesryn and Jada, make me a perception check.
I think I have 4 better gifts already.
13.
15.
I got 4 better gifts. I think.
He's talking in his sleep. Mumbly, but he's talking.
Ezra will lean in to try to see if he
I'm
can
gonna
hear it better.
So-
look him up.
I got
So
4.
So you would give up the ability to really grow in power just for these wasteful compatriots? These friends, as you call them? What have they offered you? I'll beat their offer, whatever it is. Are you
They
looking
offered
for
me-
money?
What they offered me is just themselves, just the friendship. That's all they offered me. They didn't ask for anything. They didn't, make me make any deals to have to do nothing. I didn't have to do. They're just there. They don't mind me in my books. They don't make fun of me for that stuff. They played with me in the library, even though sometimes I can be a bit much.
So
But-
pathetic. Power is within your grasp. Real power. The power to make change, even for your friends. Instead, you fall back on trinkets of knowledge. The desert beast, the fool. Have you figured out any puzzles yet? I'm sure
are
you've been
you?
asked
Who-
questions of puzzles and
Who
games.
hurt you? Who did this to you? How did you get to be where you are? Who hurt you? Like let's talk about this. Who really? Where is this stemming from? I feel like something happened in your life that made you this way. So what was this moment?
This to me is a moment where I can make a difference for you and give you a better life filled with money, glory. If you love drink, food, where it will taste better than it ever could have before.
I love 5 things: 4 people, and I love to teach, and I have all those. So whatever you want to give me, that money, power, I can teach whenever. I can teach to whoever. There's always somewhere somebody needs to learn how to read or something like that. So, and you can't. I already have 4 people that I love. So what are you gonna duplicate them?
Okay, then I'm going to leave you with one last question. Which of your friends would you rather die first?
How about I make a new friend and it can be you?
And then there's no more like talking to you, and you feel yourself like able to kind of open up again, and your eyes open and you see Vesryn and Jada sitting over you.
You okay?
Yeah.
And you heard
For real.
responses from him, but not what was said to him.
So we heard the whole
All his
5
stuff.
things I love.
Yeah.
Oh!
Well, that's embarrassing. Why are y'all looking at me like that? What's up? What?
I thought you hated me, Hipley.
I love you too, dude.
I don't know what you guys are talking about at all. Yeah, I mean, I'll never admit it again. I mean, but Okay. You know what? Nothing happened. You guys pleading the fifth.
You realize you were being, mind talked to telepathically, but not controlled and you feel rested. This is late into your sleep.
I feel a lot better. A lot better now. Our friend though wants to know which one of us wants to die first. So, there's that. But you know what? It's funny. I think it's kind of sad, but I think they're just kind of hurting too. I think they've just been kind of misguided by something that happened to them, to be honest. But yeah, like I said, I'm a lot better now. Like honestly, I'm not gonna make any kind of deals, so you don't have to worry about that happening anytime soon.
Okay.
Very, very happy to hear that.
And I really do appreciate you guys, staying here with me, just to make sure. Like I do appreciate it. I know I don't say it much, but I do. So.
And you have several days of speeding up magic making, getting nice rests in, like good sleep for Hipley, and the 3 days wait just goes by as a blur. And at the hut inside there where they're doing the smithing and the making, you hear the two of them are very gently tapping into the device, the weapons, and finally there's a blinding light for a moment, and then you hear, "That's one."
Oh, like the wind would just.
Yeah, it's like
be.
boom.
Oh,
Not an explosion, but more of like a blast of light than a bomb.
but also, I mean, she'd be tired.
Yeah, the two of them, they don't seem to really rest when they're doing this. They'll take a few moment, like little cat naps, 20-minute naps here or there, but they run like with an internal fire. And then boom, the next one, 2 down, until they get all of the weapons, and they come out sweating from the heat. Thank you for the music. It was very inspirational to have voices here during this. Our part is done, so if you wish to get your friends here, they could take possession and we'll walk them through their attunement.
Okay.
And you realize you're done almost a full day early.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's go. We'll go get the party and come back here.
Oh. For those days that we had in between, I'm gonna ask all my students at Riddle just to see if like anyone can. So I'm gonna ask them and see if I can get any leeway on that riddle, and it's working at myself as well. But like ask my students if they might, it's like a little challenge for them to solve.
You get a lot of answers, and some of them could be pretty correct. Whichever one you think you like the best, I'll let you choose it.
Just want the answer.
Avocado.
Yes. And we're going back and like, Dwayne, we're gonna go as fast as we can, but I gotta do this. And I wild shape into a yak.
Yes. Oh my god.
And I kneel down to let Dwayne get on.
And I step onto the yak and put out my cruth and I say, "Right, let us go." I just play as we ride gloriously into town.
Like Lady Godiva, but with clothes. And ride into town, strumming, and people are all watching as you head in. There's even someone that you recognize watching as you head in. And then you get to the hotel, and the other three are there, waiting patiently.
Is that a yak?
And out the window, there's a
no,
yak, and
yes.
you hear
Oh,
beautiful
yes.
singing.
Are we poisoning anybody right now? I mean, did you guys get a memo that I did not?
Is that what a yak looks like?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
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 Just as a slight blue tinge because of my natural skin coloring.
And they look like something from very far north. Like a lot of fur, matted fur, but big and bullish. And on it is a
Vesryn.
Firbolg.
Dismount.
Yes.
Thank you.
And people
What
are
was that, hippie?
cheering you on as you walk and clapping and
I
singing
wave
along.
to my adoring
You didn't
fans.
even end up with children kind of running behind the yak and, you know.
That was a lot.
I just say, I turn around and I say, stay at Mama Pardusa's best music in town. And then I go outside. It's a promo.
You can catch us live there.
I like how you've been dropping plugs both in and out of game.
That was the reverse meta plug. And you get there
Find them.
fully yacked up. And
The weapons are done. Also, I wrote a yak. And that yak was Jesus. So I feel very accomplished today.
Huh.
Right, a yak.
Oh, well, I don't know if Jesus is up for getting more right. You can ask.
I mean,
well, while you're up here, kids are climbing on the yak, getting rides, regardless of whether anyone says no.
Yeah, I just kind of like do a slow trot in circles, sometimes like do a hop to get them like, wah!
Oh.
Precious.
I see parents like freaking out, like, "Oh my God, Timmy!"
I'll give like big licks to kids so they get like a cow lick in their hair.
Oh,
Nice.
Well, they're doing something to you. You're not sure what it is, but back, you can't quite see what they're doing, but they're doing something to your hair, to your fur. Probably not a big
braiding it.
deal.
Got some braids going. Well, are we going?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
All right.
Let's go.
You head down. The yak has flowers twisted into braids in its hair where the children are playing with its fur and braiding flowers into it, and they kind of walk along with you for a while at the cool yak. They've never seen a yak.
Neither
Yeah.
is Jada.
And you get after a ride, you get to the house of the two enchanters, and they're sitting out in the front. They look exhausted but satisfied, and they say, if you are ready, come on in. And they walk you in, and on the table they have all of the weapons laid out one after another. They now have beautiful gold inlay of symbols and shapes, lines, patterns that feel abstract but not meaningless. Abstraction with purpose. And the gold is run through the metals, like they carved into them and they ran them in, almost perfectly smoothed out and just amazing. The tip of the dart is now covered in a tip of gold that has radiant lines coming back from it, and they say the weapons need a bit of you in them now. So whatever you wish to name them, you need to spend a little time with them, the two of us, we're going to take a walk, give you some time alone to reacquaint yourself with your weapons. So, thank you for bringing these to us. It's been a long time since we've had so much joy in creating. And they head out and they close the door behind them. And you have your weapons in front of you. And this is where we'll break.
It's not prepared to name a weapon.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't be tonight. Not yet. But now you have a week to think about a cool name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cool way
Awesome.
of doing it.
I'm already thinking.
I know.
Yeah.
So am I.
Yeah.
I'm already brewing too.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah. Your weapons need names.
yeah.
Who the
I
hell
love
wants
how
a
that's
magic weapon without a name? How boring.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like how this is part of the enchantment. I like that flavor.
That's tight.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Makes it more special.
Yeah,
I like
like
naming
it's just like a
weapons.
small thing, but I'm like,
Mhm.
Yeah. Everybody likes naming a cool weapon.
Mhm.
And you can like
It's like our
make it
weapon.
however you want, you know, just however you want to imagine it, we'll do it like that.
I'm gonna rank the names, so who wins?
You're gonna rank the names.
Rank them? Oh God.
Mhm.
You're saying it's a naming competition, huh? All right.
I'm gonna
That's
take that seriously.
You
I'm very
should.
competitive.
We'll see.
yeah.
Been told I'm pretty good at naming things.
You could be a professional namer.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to talk about personal names.
Somebody has to name things. I guess we as society name things, so
Hmm.
we don't get to be cool like that. All right, we'll get new names next Tuesday. We're now 3 days out from the anticipated arrival of the Pavo, although realistically it's two, but only Dwin and Desus know that. And let's see. And you have a vial of poison if you wish to choose to do the poisoning attempt. Could be fun too, whichever way you want to go, or multiple ways.
I mean, even if the poison doesn't kill him, it might give him the runs, enough time for us to get on the boat. And
You'll quickly go.
I'll get you.
Maybe it really was the oysters.
Who will you be with?
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten them.
Trying to get in somebody's mind with that in your gut.
Oh my God.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you in a week. And anybody who's up on Friday, I'm going to be running a one-shot of Tales from the Loop over on Insight Checked channel. On the Insight Checked channel. It's hard to say Insight Checked. The S at the end doesn't sound right. At 7:30 Central Time. I don't know what time that is Eastern. I haven't even thought about it yet. I'll think about it soon. Figure it out because I don't want to be late or early. And have a good night, everybody. See you in a week.
Bye.
Bye.
You